say that for a pass first guy. You can't be the same person. This is reasoning at an elite level now. You can't keep saying LeBron is a pass first guy. That's on the one side of the ledger. On the other side of the ledger, you're saying if LeBron gets this uncontested 300 times, he's going to make that shot 100 times. That is not what pass first players do. Rajon Rondo, who is the quintessential pass first point guard, wouldn't necessarily make that shot. LeBron James demonstrated, if it needed demonstrated, which it shouldn't, that he's not essentially no pass first, nothing. He's essentially also not a score first, not neither. You know. Those at the back of the class, that I'm not saying score first. LeBron James steps onto a basketball court and almost always does what he thinks is best for his team. If he thinks passing the ball is the best option for his team, he'll pass the ball. If his teammates are hot, like how AD did hot and D'Angelo Russell was relatively hot. In first 20 points game in most of 9-10 games now against the Nuggets. He'll deflect. He'll defer. In the fourth quarter last night, he wasn't deferring. LeBron switches between pass first mentality and score first mentality based on the nature of the game. We are disputing LeBron taking a shot and saying that he would take that shot every time. And the same people saying that are saying LeBron's instinct is to pass the ball first. You all have got to decide your mind. That's not what reasoning is. But Pioneer this morning wasn't as wrong as home. I want to deal with the man away. The point I don't get is why is it that they are allowed to treat callers like that? And callers hug them up and love them up. And if me do certain things, then bad me. It is remarkable, people. Pioneer, I'm a brethren one time. I'm a feel a way how them deal with the youth this morning. A, the youth point never bramble. And B, how them bad up the youth and run him off for the blade basically. But Pioneer, his pride won't allow him to come around and so and say, Higgins, I hear that thing make keep up on you. So that he now has two places to call. His pride won't allow him to call me or text me and say, brother, I hear that thing me keep up when me promise a certain thing. And because of that, he has to subject himself to the abuse when I get other places. Nonsense, meat and all stuff. It's not fair to the youth. Me take up for him this morning. No matter how much things him say me that do to me. Your point not bramble my boss. Of course, I understand the other side. I really do. But that decision as to whether to take the shot, that uncontested 3, or to go deeper into the shot clock and give yourself a higher percentage shot and your opponents less time with the ball after you make or miss, there's a solid argument to that argument. That's all I say. I hope nobody try bad me for that. All right, Shipping Port, how you do?
What's on? Are you alone? I roll solo.
Yeah, Zidane will be running a little bit.
Yeah, how you guys doing? I don't sound like I don't sound like G-Star, more so like Chateau. Big up yourself, G-Star, my favorite caller, you know. Speaking Sports, you should call the bit.
Yeah.
Big up yourself, Speaking Sports. Yeah, but me have a question for you still. And you said something a while ago, say, Pioneer used to be a brethren one time. You know Pioneer no hold nothing against it.
Me don't know that, my boss.
That's a man that me and him using and tell.
No, man, you can't tell me the things that you tell me, my boss, and refuse to retract them and say you know hold against me.
I know me not think no man should apologize to no man at all. Man a man, brethren, man.
No, man. Let us say he doesn't want to apologize. But the kind of things that my Pioneer said to me, my boss. We can't be good again until him at least. What do you call it?
Suppose you hear something with some bridging said to you.
No, me no business what them said to you, my boy. Me attack what a man said to me. You and me have different standards, you know. If a man listen, I don't want to regurgitate the thing by the man. Because essentially me the Pioneer side, I defend the man today.
All right. I'm glad how you are defending. Hear me.
The man them shouldn't really the man. So I'm Pioneer not as wrong as how them are going. I don't even think Pioneer wrong at all.
You know the Pioneer not text him or call him off after the program and say something. The bridging where you go and me rate that or whatever.
No, me doubt. And me alone the man.
A bridging call yesterday named Doc. I know me ever beat him to get Doc.
What that?
Doc called the program yesterday and Doc, in touch Pioneer, as a Pioneer should not call about the program. I said, Doc, come on, what are we a caller? As a caller, we're not supposed to point the finger. But Doc, more you come and tell me the reason why Pioneer should not call about the program, and what kind of person is he why he should not call about the program.
All right.
But the next thing again with Doc said, Doc said something about St. Jake and with and enough people that kill St. Jake until St. Jake, you hear what I'm saying? When St. Jake call the program, ask him about the Jerry Small call. St. Jake come and say it's coming from somewhere, you know? It's because Rasmussen said when left him safe to the argument the right from, you know, if St. Jake never come and put it in a context and how it was spoken before, we wouldn't know what the things that St. Jake just come and trash you. But that, not do that, man. Big up yourself, Doc. Not do that. I don't like how it sound like you come call, but St. Jake did say this about you. Me,
well, when the people are mud me out, do you call on air and say they mustn't do that?
Yeah, man. If me go call and defend you, man.
You have heard a lot of things that some callers have said to me. Things that they haven't denied. Say, I don't remember you coming on the air and doing what you're doing now.
But you know, so I'm not call them because I haven't done what for them and talk to them about it.
No. So why are you prepared to mud out Doc on air but not mud out your friends them on air? We're the worst now. What that?
Hold on. I'm not mud out that. I tell that them shouldn't do that.
So why you never tell your friends on air so them shouldn't do that?
Because I have them number. If I have that number,
no. Why are you prepared to say publicly about one? But keep the other one on the rack.
Give me that number, then I can call that.
No, but you're done. Mother out the man publicly already. And Doc didn't do as badly as some of your friends, remember. You have to be fair.
If you have that number, man, wouldn't come on here come to that.
No, then maybe.
What you do to them never sound good.
Maybe you could have called the program and said you don't want a number for Doc if you are as fair as how you want to be.
I don't think nobody would have the number for you. But we can't touch the sport before.
Yes.
We run.
Yes.
Big up yourself, Badger. I'm Badger. I tried to watch a game yesterday at the Sabina. And I tell you, this is one of the worst settings I've seen in local football. Back in the day when we used to go stadium and fight for window. Brother, people are push down, people are window. Whoever run the league, brother.
Some here.
Brother, I want the man around the league. I want the name Williams, Chris Williams. Which one of them?
Chris Williams. Hold the line, though. I could take the break and come.
Okay. Yeah, man. Take a break and come.
Basketball finals are here, and this is your chance to go balling with us. Catch this chance to win an all-expense-paid trip to Game 3 and 4 of the basketball finals. Just spend Jamaican $45,000 or more on your Scotiabank MasterCard credit card, and you and a guest could be courtside at the finals with US $1,000 spending money. Promotion ends May 16, 2024. Draw date May 27, 2024. Authorized under Section 58.3 of the Betting, Gaming, and Lotteries Act, Jamaica.
Paul, I need help with my vehicle cost this year. It's going through the roof. You think I should call Keith?
You're mad. Don't you want a system that easy for you?
Yeah, man.
You want the best price both you too?
Yeah, man. I bet you want real-time alert and island-wide coverage. Yeah, man. So the smart choice is Hawkeye.
They will give you a free 30-day trial.
Yeah, man.
Hey, tell me something. You ever say anything but yeah, man?
Yeah, man.
Just say yeah, man to Hawk Tracker from Hawkeye. Call us at 926-HAWK. Conditions apply.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, the Sports Desk.
Yeah, man. Back with you, Shibinpo.
Yeah, what in touch of bank for Excelsior for that one here. Excelsior go run rampant over
Manchester. Excelsior 190 at 5.
Yeah, they still go win the game.
Right.
Back to the reason I can. Yesterday, I went to that game. We got there yesterday, 4 o'clock. We got there about 4 o'clock, 5 minutes to 4, somewhere around there. And at that gate, may I tell you, there are 2 windows working. And at the 2 windows, the police now they there man nothing. So people are pushing people. May I tell you, say, sweat and brother, I'm not supposed to go through them thing here. Brother, man, we are in the league at 0 to 10 you get for that. 0 to 100 so you get for what go on yesterday, Virgin. It was chaotic at the gate. People are pushed down people, man, are push over people. Have it again.
Yes,
have some money in my wallet, Virgin. Some English pound. And at one point, somebody boxed the money out of it accidentally, though. And money drop all behind me, you know. It's a good thing to shipping port, nobody not take up none. Because I take up all behind my man to look behind him. And I crowd, no man never take up none, which was good. If I never shipping port might be, well, I money gone. But what happened at that gate yesterday, brother? I don't have to fix this. This nothing happen never again. I worst this in our history we can ever think of. Dating back from maybe in the early 1920s, to push down people and see them to buy the other window there. Brother, we have never seen. It's a 2014 to at Savannah, that was the GSC and Holy Trinity. It was similar to that, but this worse than that. This worse than GSC Holy Trinity. Virgin don't have to fix this thing. And this when the game done. You know, normally the game done and they walk the whole of Savannah and gate them. CMK has to go through one little gate, everybody a fight to go through, everybody want to beat the traffic.
Yeah.
Brother, what kind of behavior, what kind of, maybe the police are walking around the place like if in case there should be a violent or some violent producer in a theater or some troublemaker.
Well, me that hear from some people about the case, but
I feel man tell you, brother, me not going to regret going to it even though I never win the game. Or Raka link up me go next game, Brechin.
All right.
But me I tell you, Orville, man, I think man big up some people for my cutting. Okay, a long time I hear a female taxi driver.
Yes.
I know a taxi driver. Chuck, big up yourself. MU, yeah, you think big up yourself. Mambo, turn up this load now your boss make everybody here. Anyway you're there. But me there, me big up the whole like all of them. That just come and redeem yourself and nobody trash nobody. Big up on yourself. Orville, big up yourself. Zidane, anyway you're there.
All right, big up, Shipping Port. Big up.
Big up, Zidane.
All right.
Big up, General.
So you're here, Mr.
Yeah, man. I don't know what happened because you know I went to the media part of the thing. So I don't
you not go through them.
No, but what I know.
You feel nice.
No. But in terms of on the field, Orville,
yeah,
you have to big up the clubs and the players, man. The double header, it was amazing.
Standard
high.
I was watching on TV.
The quality, the organization, the tactical, everything was just good about it. And Arnett Gardens, they played some football in that second half against Pope.
You wonder where was Arnett in the first half of the game?
Yes. We were at Arnett Gardens all season. Right. Why they're not in the semi-finals already waiting on the others.
You know, so the youth when they pick up, the youth when they Fabian, right?
Yeah.
That youth there, me not say him forget a call when the big people them there.
Yeah. But when they're not.
When them not there, that youth forget a call, you know.
Yeah.
That youth is as potent a striker as anybody else in Jamaica. You know?
Yes.
When we are called Whisper, we are called the little youth there with name Dixon and them. I understand them are youth with greater upside and thing. But in terms of who is more likely to create problem for defenders, match in, match out, that you they're right up there with them, you know?
Yeah, man. Top finisher in the Premier League.
In bad, man, in bad.
I like him as a player.
Anyway, the basketball thing. I'll give you a minute till you say.
All right, well.
The man cost the pass first player.
Yeah, I heard him, man. I was listening. Big up I just no say the man tell me his name. I'm forget. And the man I listen to the program now because he heard me listening on my phone and then he was laughing. So I said, "You can't put it on the radio, man." And he laughed. But Carmelita, something like so the man. Big up yourself. You just drop me. But Orville, I heard you, man, and you win that argument already. But it was extremely difficult for LeBron James not to take that shot. You're not LeBron James and you get that wide open and not attempt the shot. Because LeBron James, in his mind, was probably going to take it down to as low as possible and still get a good shot, you know.
Yeah.
But he didn't anticipate to be that open at any point in time.
I understand the side of the argument.
Yeah, so when you was LeBron James, one of arguably the greatest player of all time, you look and you see yourself wide open. A 3-point make there would guarantee that you could not lose the game. Unless you do something silly and give up a 4-point play.
A 3-point miss means that you now lose the game.
No, well, it doesn't matter when you miss it, you know. The Nuggets would have gotten an opportunity to attempt a shot, you know. Yes, you'd give them less time.
Yeah.
But what they would have done now is we just call a timeout. And it would have advanced the ball. So that time that they took to dribble up, because they say more time, so they didn't call the timeout, they dribble it up. Yeah. If you had bringing it down lower, they would have called in the timeout and advanced the ball.
I get how much more seconds?
Maybe an additional 3-4 seconds. Because I don't think LeBron James or Lakers would have carried it right down to the wire, because you will never get a good shot when they carry it right down, because usually you're forcing those shots at the buzzer.
Yeah.
So they probably would attempt a shot at 20 seconds. By the time it falls or not fall, they shave off 3 seconds. So maybe 8-7 seconds.
Yeah.
I think that would be sufficient enough to maybe that's easier for a shot, or you have to move quicker as the Denver Nuggets. But you still would have gotten that opportunity. So I understand why LeBron James attempted.
I understand why I made the shot as well.
And he was 3 or 5
up to
at
that
the time.
Including 2 late ones, not
in the same quarter. So
I'm not rubbishing.
I know, man. I know. I heard him, man. I heard
LeBron James taking the shot was a decent basketball player.
Yes.
What I didn't like this morning was the argument about running down the clock, leaving the Nuggets
With
as less time as possible to reply. It's not a bramble position.
Because it's conventional. Isn't it,
That is, I mean, no matter how a 3-point shot in Zidane is always risky, you know.
Yeah.
The very best players in the world.
It's 40%.
It's 40%, you know. In other words, there's a 60% chance that LeBron James is going to miss that shot. Because the best in the world don't score at 50% from the free throw line.
Generally, yeah.
Generally, you know. So I'm saying I can understand both sides. Of the
What you sound like, and I could agree now. You sound more like you're saying that. Why didn't he just, when the player fell, just go around him now and drive. Create havoc. Maybe they would collapse the defense. He could dish it to somebody else for even a better shot.
And then the pass first mentality. No.
They would have said, why LeBron can pass? Hey, no matter what, we'll get licks in it.
But here's the thing. Are we coming to you, Mapen, man? In all of this, here's something that I didn't hear in the discussion this morning, and I'm looking at social media. When Jamal Murray was on just outside the arc, he faked a 3-point shot. AD was sold on the 3-point shot. Sell himself, and Jamal kind of went wide and made that almost impossible too. I am saying, did Anthony Davis really think that Jamal Murray was going to attempt a 3-point shot when he only needed a 2-pointer for win the game? Look back at the play.
It was a head fake. And then you go. But at one point, he was going to go to the rim and then stop and create the separation. You know?
At one point, it looked like he was going to shoot from outside.
And they gave a head fake.
Anthony was sold and then get out of the way. Me, I said to myself, he's not going to take no 3-pointers. So I don't know if
I think Anthony Davis defended it as well as he possibly could. It was a brilliant shot.
He get fake, man. He get fake out of the way a little bit.
He's skilled. He's a skilled player now.
But then again, if him no attempt, forget a block, and allow that easy 3-point shot. If it's that Jamal Murray, we see about the customs. And they've not challenged.
A fadeaway shot with a hand in your face like that, it's very difficult shot to make.
It is probably the most difficult shot in the entire basketball.
Between the bubble when he was in the bubble and last season and now, Jamal Murray's what they call closer. He's the best in the business.
Yes,
in the player.
6 for 8 in the last quarter when he was what?
He was struggling. He was one of the main reasons why the Lakers are that lead. Because Lakers not good like that side. Exactly. This is the at worst the second best side, close second in the NBA, and generally people think they're the best. Mia Penman, good afternoon.
Mia Penman, your turn. Don't make me talk anymore here, sir.
Yeah, Mr. Higgins, can you hear me?
Yeah, man.
All right. Afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Yeah.
And Zidane, what going, sir?
I'm here, sir.
I want you caller, you know.
Right.
Because you're the angel still, but, you know.
Yeah, great.
Yeah, man. Mr. Orville.
Yeah, man.
Me say, me no want cry for the program like my man there, you know. When him, better with the car and cry.
Green.
Man.
Himself greens and him stuff.
I know greens.
But I know greens.
No, man, with the car. When him, a long time, no car, what happened to him?
Me know what you're talking. Your name will come back to me.
Why me answer that? Remember the days when you say, when you pioneer, you saw a little thing, you know? And you tell people, say, now what's that? Because you're pioneer, virgin, a good youth. Me, you say that enough time.
Enough time, me used to defend the man.
Say pioneer, a good youth. And why me say, me don't like where I go on, man. You remember when me first call me tell you, say, me don't like, there are some things I don't like.
Yes.
This is one I think me don't like. Because you see, Satan Harvey don't like, not going good, you know?
Yes.
Satan don't like, Satan wouldn't mind we live in a war every day. You know, see, remember when pioneer used to call on the program nice and thing, you know?
Yes.
And you know what I mean? And to reach to this now, where take a pioneer call come back?
Well, these are the days when which pioneer was able to call, boy. I decided to call.
That
because him not really LeBron James, but him normally give you good good content, you know?
Why he was disrespected this morning? Because him is always a LeBron James man. So anything when him said negative about LeBron now, people will say, but this afternoon the man argument was even if you think that the better arguments were on the other side.
Yeah, man, I think the better arguments are on the other side.
But the man position was so.
Yeah.
It never has bramblers away. Conventional basketball is the game tied, you dribble deep into the clock, try score a higher percentage shot and give the man less time.
Yeah.
In theory, the man never has nothing wrong.
Yeah. But But what reached LeBron James is that man just fell and he was not wide open. So you have a decision to make. Because if you ever not attempt that shot, and the Lakers get a bad shot later on in the shot clock, G-Star.
Them that kill it.
G-Star one more would be coming.
So, Mr. Higgins.
Yeah.
Me I tell you, say, me I listen, me tell you, say, me drive from Mandeville to Maypen to town every day, you know.
Yes.
And me can't wait to 1 o'clock.
Vibes Man is the name. Man.
Yeah, man.
Vibes
Man.
Yeah.
Thanks, Victor.
As 1 o'clock come, you touch a button. KLS.
Yes.
You understand? So I listen keep the camera alone trouble, so I keep me company, you know what I mean? And you know.
Yes.
So now listen from you remember when Rossi, the boy, the anti ball.
Yeah.
Anti ball and then give me goal and something on that about it.
Well, we have just bet now.
Just bet.
All right, me up and man the time catch you know.
Yeah man. So call back the program pioneer. Call back the program if you listen.
Him have some little things where me that hope him take care before.
Yeah man, and I watch this morning, man. I said brother, I saw oral see man. Now what that?
No man, I honestly felt bad, no boss.
Me know, but me not think them in nothing.
No. But if I did me say these things and behave in that way, then would have come down for me say me are the worst thing I'm in know to deal with Carl and with this and with that.
Yeah, that's right.
Me never deal with pioneer them kind of way there yet, sir.
That's weird, sir.
None at all.
More fun, sir.
All right, cool.
All right, cool.
We'll take a break. We'll be back. It's now time for Sports in a Minute, sponsored by Edgechem, Western Sports, Megamart, Spectrum Insurance Brokers, Dangel Auto Spares and Accessories Limited, and Fosrich.
Nottingham Forest will be offered the chance to privately hear VAR audio from 3 penalty claims in their match against Everton last Sunday. On Monday, the club called for the audio between video assistant referee Stuart Atwell and the on-field official Anthony Taylor be released publicly. Forest were furious about 3 penalty appeals that were rejected in the 2-0 defeat at Goodison Park, which kept them just a point above the Premier League relegation zone. The ruling sparked an angry post on the club's X account, which was formerly Twitter, where Forest said they were considering their options over extremely poor referee decisions. And that's your Sports in a Minute.
Sports in a Minute was sponsored by Edgechem, changing lives 1 gallon at a time. Western Sports, the sports people. Megamart, best value by far. Spectrum Insurance Brokers, setting the industry standard. Dangel Auto Spares and Accessories Limited at 20 Balmoral Avenue, Kingston 10, and shop number 10, 1A Chapelton Road. Call 876-929-9146. And Fosrich.
Listen up, Jamaica. At Fosrich, everybody's getting a solar water heater. $20,000 deposit. 6 months to pay. What a deal. Fosrich financing.
Wine na your tongue. You know wine na your tongue. Drive smart, no ramp. Wine na your tongue. If a 87 you pay use, put the 87 in your tongue. If you know which fuel you use, vehicle manual fine it. Enough car in a Jamaica make for use 87. And a petrol refine. So use the octane for the car where you're driving. And maybe tell you some more. If a 87 your vehicle use, you are rev up the savings for sure. Know your tank fuel right. Your pocket have a smile. Rev up the savings. Savings on every mile. Brought to you by Petrojam, serving Jamaica's energy needs.
Greetings to you listeners. This is Reverend Ryan A. Gordon, Senior Pastor of the Broken Vessels Healing and Deliverance Ministries, located at 120 Main Street, Pineapple, Ocheria, St. Anne, Jamaica, West Indies. Join me every Sunday morning at 8:30 a.m. inside the Kingdom Lifestyle Radio Show with Brother Frisco. Join me for a word in time. You cannot afford to miss this powerful word every Sunday morning on this station.
It's all right. Get Get ready to score big with Just Bet and Sports Max this UEFA Champions League season. Bet $1,500 or more from March 1st to June 1st, 2024, online or in-store for your chance to win an all-expense-paid trip to the UEFA Champions League finals in London. Plus, weekly prizes like AirPods and gaming vouchers, iPhone, Samsung Galaxy S23s, and so much more. Sign up today at supremegame.com and get in on the action. Just Bet. Your game, your passion. Conditions apply. Follow Just Bet JA on Facebook and Instagram for more details. Must be 18 years or older to play. Authorized under Section 58.3 of the Betting, Gaming and Lotteries Act.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, the Sports Desk.
Yeah, man, we're back. We have the great Jesse Blake, Miss B. Right now. Jesse Blake, what you say?
There. Well, go on.
Hey, me can read a little breaking story, yeah?
Go on.
Yeah, just 30 seconds out of your time.
What's happening?
Beach soccer Jamaica. You remember this whole brouhaha with the beach soccer, how the Macquarie JFF a court and all of them things. Election, they have to postpone and them something. Well, I just got a release sent from the relevant people. Trial dates have been set in the matter between Trial dates have been set in the matter between the Beach Soccer Jamaica and Jamaica Football Federation in regard to the rightful affiliate member to represent beach football in Pillar 3 of the JFF. Guess when the trial dates are, Jesse?
Please don't tell me 2025, 26.
January 20 to 22, 2025.
Oh, no. Oh, no. So what's going to happen till then?
BSI remains strident in its position that their rights have been abrogated. So next year, they'll know the beach soccer said, we're not giving up a hinge. Come January, we are going to the court that we were wrongly disenfranchised. Now, if the court rules in their favor, let's say the court say, yeah, you were disenfranchised, unlawful. What would that mean for the process of the election that elects the current president? I'll throw that out for the listeners to chew on that when we come back. But
if the removal of BSJ was unlawful,
yes,
then that would make, in my opinion, the elections unlawful. They can't stand that. They'd have to be redone.
There you go. I'm thinking exactly along those lines as well.
There's no other way to see it, really.
Because it is the other beach volleyball, beach football, that would have been one of the votes that the presidential slate got from Pillar 3.
Yeah.
And if the rightful people were disenfranchised, and we find that out a year after the election, then I could see a court saying, well, that election should be declared null and void. The processes were wrong.
Yes.
Therefore, the election must run. I could see that happening. But the question is, why is the BSD? One I time I think say it was just election gimmicks. Well, then it probably still is. But them now I'm back, brother. January, the thing going to court again.
Yeah.
Make we leave it right. Let's do our business.
Yes, sir. Let's go.
I'm having some issues with my visuals here. So tell me the games and I'll give you my half expert.
All right. Not a problem. Let's start off in the EPL, shall we?
Yeah.
Of course, a lot of EPL games coming down to the wire of late. And tomorrow at 2 o'clock, it's another edition of the Merseyside Derby. This time, the toughest of Everton will welcome Liverpool to Goodison Park for their EPL matchup. That's tomorrow, 2 p.m. Jamaica time. Everton getting things together recently. They made it back-to-back wins and clean sheets at home when they overcame relegation rivals Nottingham Forest last Sunday. They put 5 points between themselves and the relegation zone while they retain a game in hand. It was Liverpool who ran out 3-1 winners that we did call correctly at Fulham on Sunday. That result saw the Reds moving into second, a point ahead of Manchester City, who've played one game fewer. Well, the away side in the form of Liverpool will be confident to make it 5 wins from their last 6 Merseyside Derby encounters. And they are favored to do just that, according to the Just Bet final result bet option. the Reds of Liverpool attract odds of $1.41. The Toffees of Everton come in as the underdog at $6.50 for the upset. The draw at $5 even. Let's get right into correct score betting, shall we? And for those who don't know how this works, can you predict the score of a game? And that's the correct score at the end of regulation and stoppage time. Well, it can pay off very well for you. And do remember, you can place a bet on any score line that you think would be the correct score for each and every football game. For Everton hosting Liverpool, yet another edition of the Merseyside Derby tomorrow, 2 o'clock Jamaica time. You can exploit a number of correct score bets, which include if Liverpool wins 2-0, a $500 bet pays $4,000 in winnings. If it's Liverpool 3-0, $5,000 an offer with a $500 effort. And if Liverpool wins by 3-1, $5,500 in winnings with a $500 bet. For Everton, correct score bets include if they win 2-1, a $500 bet pays $10,000 even. Everton 1-0, $10,500 an offer with a $500 bet. Everton 2-0, $23,000 an offer with a $500 bet. Liverpool know they can't drop no points at the moment, taking them to win 3-1, $5,500 an offer with a $500 bet, taking the Reds of Liverpool $1.41 straight up.
2-1, Liverpool.
2-1 in Liverpool's favor. 1 second, please. 2-1 in Liverpool's favor pays $5,000 even with a $500 bet.
Yeah, I think they'll win, but I think there'll be some kind of fight. Which other game do we have?
All right, let's get to the second game for this afternoon's winner's edge. Still in the EPL here, Brighton and Hove Albion will welcome Manchester City come Thursday at 2 o'clock Jamaica time in the afternoon. Of course, City will be looking to respond in the EPL title race when they head down to Brighton. Pep Guardiola's City switched focus to retaining the FA Cup on Saturday. Duly booked their spot in another FA Cup final. They defeated Chelsea at Wembley. Well, the champions in City, they have the advantage over Arsenal and Liverpool, but such are the standards set by the three outfits that any dropped points from here would feel like a defeat. They travel to play a Brighton team in pretty dire form right now, winning only one of the last 6, albeit they remain a side packed with quality. Let's get right into the Just Bet final result bet option for this game. Orville's team, the road team, Manchester City, favored to win the game at $1.44. The Seagulls of Brighton and Hove Albion, the underdogs, $6.75. The draw at $4.75. Now, do remember, folks, that correct score betting allows you to get the biggest return for your betting buck in the sports betting market. That's what we're all looking for. Here's how you do that. Take advantage of a number of correct score bets that you can place for Brighton hosting Manchester City, which include if City wins by a correct score of 3-0, a $500 bet pays $5,500 in winnings. City 4-0, $9,000 even for your $500 effort. And if it's City winning in a 6-goal thriller, winning by 4-2, $18,000 an offer. It's a nice payday with a $500 bet. Now for Brighton and Hove Albion, correct score bets that you can place on them include if they win by 2-1, $9,500 in winnings with a $500 bet. Brighton 1-0 would pay $10,500 in winnings with a $500 bet. But if Brighton manages to upset City by 2-0, a $500 wager would actually pay $23,000 in winnings. City right now know they can't drop any points. City 4-2, $18,000 on offer with a $500 bet, taking City $1.44 straight up.
3 Love City are going to win the game. Everybody know that.
Everybody know that. All right. City by 3-0 pays $5,500 in winnings with a $500 bet.
Yeah, man. Which game is the last game?
All right. So let's head over to Spain. It's the Spanish La Liga, where on Friday at 2 p.m. Jamaica time, it will be Real Madrid on the road to play at Real Sociedad. Now, currently position 6 in La Liga, Real Sociedad, 51 points. Here it is that it's been a little step back for Real Sociedad from the previous campaign, where they did secure that top 4 finish, and with it, Champions League football. Now, despite their struggles, Sociedad still remain in contention for a spot in at least the Europa League. Now, in stark contrast, Real Madrid have been the epitome of dominance in La Liga this season. Listen up. Real Madrid now on 81 points from their 32 matches. They're 11 points clear from their closest rivals, Barcelona. Carlo Ancelotti's Los Blancos of Real Madrid on the verge of clinching the La Liga title. Here we go with the just bet odds. Real Madrid, the underdog for this game, though, at $2.60 according to the just bet final result bet option. Real Sociedad at $2.60, and the draw in this encounter attracts odds of $3.33. Now, correct score bets that you can place on this game include, if it is that it's Real Sociedad by a goal to nil, a $500 bet pays $4,000 even. Sociedad 2-1, $5,000 on offer with a $500 bet. Sociedad 2-0, $6,000 on offer with a $500 bet. For Real Madrid, correct score bets include, if they win 2-1, $5,000 even with a $500 wager. Real Madrid 3-1, $13,000 on offer with a $500 bet. Real Madrid 3-2, $20,500 in winnings with a $500 bet. A 1-all draw for me. $3,250 with a $500 bet. Going with a draw, $3.33 straight up.
Real, I go squeeze them. Jesse, man. Real, with all who are going in the Champions League and that burst of optimism that now surrounds everything Real, I see them scoring. I'd put 200. I would put 500 on a 2-1 and 500 on a Bob Man. Both times. Real. All
right.
Give me the odds to them too.
All right. So we know the 2-1 pays $5,000 even with a $500 bet. The 1-0, you're looking at $4,000 in winnings with a $500 bet.
I'd bet on both. That's where that.
All right. Not a problem.
Take us to the break, my good man.
Arsenal, Chelsea, 2 o'clock this afternoon. Arsenal favored to win $1.37. Chelsea, $7.50. The draw at $5 even. The NBA playoffs are on in earnest. Tonight, of course, we're going to be seeing the Timberwolves hosting the Phoenix Suns. The Timberwolves are favored to win at $1.62. Kevin Durant and the Phoenix Suns, $2.25.
You said the Timberwolves are what?
The Timberwolves are favored to win. They're at home for game 2.
God, yeah, for break it. But Timberwolves are favored to win. What that mean?
Yeah, well, they are the favorites in the game. Let's put it that way. Yeah, so Timberwolves are the favorite at $1.62. I remember that from last week. The Phoenix Suns at $2.25. At 7:30, the Milwaukee Bucks will be hosting the Indiana Pacers for game 2. Yeah. Milwaukee, the favorite, at $1.86, and the Pacers at $1.90. The Clippers host the Dallas Mavericks in game 2 of their Western Conference playoff series. The Clippers are the favorite at $1.86. The Mavericks at $1.90, the underdog. Of course, make it justbetja.com for all of your favorite sports and more. Or just bet location near you, island-wide. Over to you, your team, and the listeners from all of us at Just Bet. Stay safe, enjoy the games. Catch you later in the week, my friend. Take care.
All right, big up yourself, Jesse Blake. But with that, we take a break. More on the other side. That was the Just Bet Winners Edge, sponsored by Just Bet, Jamaica's #1 sports betting game from Supreme Ventures, offering the best betting odds and the fastest payouts on the market. Just Bet, your game, your passion. For more information, visit justbetja.com.
New online ordering that we're talking about. Easy KFC, make it easy for you. Order your favorite meals, click on your done at KFCJamaica.com. Easy KFC, save yourself time. Order online, skip the line. Easy KFC. Enjoying KFC just got easier with Easy KFC. Now you can order KFC online at KFCJamaica.com or order through WhatsApp at 876-3332. KFC, Easy KFC. It's finger licking good. Easy KFC.
Mindset Conference 2024, the Gospel Edition, Monday to Wednesday, May 20 to 22, at the Jamaica Pegasus Hotel. Join us for dinner, workshops, panel discussions, praise and worship, and concert every night. Mindset Conference. For more info, mindsetconference.org. Get your tickets now.
Super Center, everything for your home and more.
Whether you are redecorating your home, looking for a gift idea, or simply feel for some retail therapy, Asden Super Center is the place to be. Regal Plaza, Kingston, and Linston. We have it all. From linens and curtains to appliances and cookware, furniture, rugs, and wall decor. It's everything for your home and more.
Asden Super Center, we're gonna make you smile. Make you smile. Asden Super Center, it's a lifestyle.
It's a lifestyle.
Get ready to score big with Just Bet and SportsMax this UEFA Champions League season. Bet $1,500 or more from March 1st to June 1st, 2024, online or in-store for your chance to win an all-expense-paid trip to the UEFA Champions League finals in London. Plus, weekly prizes like earpods and gaming vouchers, iPhone, Samsung Galaxy S23s, and so much more. Sign up today at supremegames.com and get in on the action. Just Bet. Your game, your passion. Conditions apply. Follow Just Bet JA on Facebook and Instagram for more details. Must be 18 years or older to play. Also by the Section 58.3 of the Betting, Gaming and Lotteries Act.
Yabba's Ja Children album, written and produced by Tony Steins, CEO. Yabba music is available on all platforms: YouTube, Spotify, Amazon, iTunes, Apple, TikTok, Snapchat. Listen in on KLAS every Wednesday and Friday during the Sports Desk at 3 p.m. for the featured song from the Ja Children album. A must for your playlist.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, the Sports Desk.
All right, so we welcome back. Uno, correction.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Good. My time.
Yes, correction.
One man.
Oh, by the way, correction. Before we get into what you came to talk about,
yes.
You remember you said, give the Bucks the trophy, right?
Yes.
And you said, listen, you're not working that again because of you don't like what you say.
Right.
You can't jump back on the wagon.
No, sir.
Because the way Mr. Damien Lillard looking at that first game, if they can get out of the series, then Giannis come back.
Listen.
Yeah.
Listen to me. I have watched the Bucks since Doc Rivers come there. Have you seen the consistency?
No, man, I understand your fear. I understand it because remember Doc Rivers is known to blow some three.
Yeah, I'm saying
as a coach.
One of the traits that Doc Rivers has, right, and that's hard, is that his teams, especially when it comes under pressure, Doc doesn't seem to know how to adjust in games. You understand? That just goes on one way.
With the same thing, over and over.
With the same thing. So it's easy to figure out. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when you come up to a team that is on par with his team, a coach can easily maneuver him because he knows exactly what that I'm coming with. He doesn't know how to adjust his game or his players. You understand, to suit the situation. And that's what I worry about that.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah, man. So let me jump on about it. All right. The other, what I think I was going to talk about was the Clippers. Because, I had my eyes on the Clippers. But because of injury. So they're, to really mount the challenge. But I still have them going to the conference right now.
All right. No, yes, the seeding is important, correction.
Right.
I had them not making the conference final.
Yes.
But if they get past the Dallas Mavericks,
yeah.
The second round, easy pickings with the Thunder versus or what they name Pelicans, man. Easy picking. So basically, even without Kawhi Leonard, if you get by the Mavericks, even without Kawhi Leonard, you'd pick them against the Thunders or the Pelicans.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Man.
But now let me talk about the LeBron scenario. No. Anybody in basketball circles know it's an abomination. And he could be the worst of players unless you're really notorious behind the heart or anywhere as far as a matter of fact on the court to shoot that ball when you have no defender in your field.
Or none running at you either. He was embarrassingly opening them about when the player fell in.
The man is going to be the GOAT. Huh?
Yes.
Remember now, situation basically came out of thin air. The defender slipped.
Yeah, they didn't expect that. So he was prepared. He was probably prepared to run down the clock as well, you know.
Exactly. Right? But no, you can tell me if Ranjit never attempted to take that shot.
What would Rajon Rondo have done in a similar situation?
You can't compare Rondo with
No, man, Rondo is a pass first guy who thinks about passing the ball.
Mm-hmm.
Why wasn't LeBron thinking the same as a pass first guy?
Because LeBron is arguably the greatest player.
He's in the year the soccer.
Yeah, man. May I say, if LeBron's instinct is to pass first,
I trouble him at correction.
Why never pass the ball to AD who had 32 points? Or D'Angelo Russell had 23 points. His best game in a while. No, the pass first, man. Get the ball and just I try to make a 3-point shot and we are pressure the ball.
So listen, so I agree with Pioneer. Even though I understand Pioneer basketball explanation, in this scenario, if LeBron James never take that shot, brother, and they go on to lose the game still, murder shit.
Oh my man. They would have played that video and put that picture all around the world that this man, they comparing this man to Jordan and he was wide open and win the game. Yeah.
So, but listen now, Zidane, you know the game will have me jumping all over the field.
I was at Sabina Park. I wasn't able to watch that game. The next game.
The man then lead by 5 points. 13 seconds. Right?
Yeah.
The man then mixed it down. Basically, the 76ers were all over there. You understand? They took a shot. I think it was Bryce who took that first shot. I think. Missed. There was a ensuing pursuit for the ball. They end up getting back the offensive ball. So time still milking again, right?
Yes.
Attempt another shot. Score it. And brother, anybody on the court at that time, the first thing you should be doing, you're thinking about, is a timeout.
Mm-hmm.
I cannot see for the life of me the man them try to go back up the court, brother. Because remember now, you are in Madison Square Garden in the Bridges. You're a raucous crowd, you know. The man them have the momentum behind them, you know. With those two last shots, brother. Those two last attempts and scoring one. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Cool down the heat. Take the thing. Take the phone. Put together a plan how you have to get the ball on the court and basically execute it going up court. You understand?
Yes.
Mr. Brother, when we see that now, going back, I still think the 76ers, you know, depending on how healthy Embiid is.
Well, he played high minutes in that game and scored a lot. He played well for a man that is limping.
Well, he played much better than the first game.
Yes.
Played much better than the first game, but he's still not 100. And I think to knock off this Knicks, basically 76ers need Embiid. You understand me?
Yes.
And they need to win games like this.
Yeah, man.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. They need to just hold serve now, though.
Right.
No errors, no more errors now.
Right. So they're going back to their to Philadelphia. They need now to protect their court and then reset.
Yeah,
you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. You have to hold serve and turn this into a 3-game.
Yeah, man. And send it back to Madison and
yeah, man. All right.
Yeah, man.
Big up yourself.
Cool, my boss.
Hey, you know that LeBron James shot 41% from 3 this season.
Yeah, his best 3-point season ever. His overall career
is 34. And he jumped, 7 percentage points?
This was his best 3-point
You
season.
know that LeBron James...
Which probably explains the reason why, with the game on the line,
yes,
he took that chance.
And he was well over 50% at that point in time, in that game, you know. He was 3 of 5.
LeBron James must realize he's a pass-first guy. Why are you increasing your ability to shoot threes when your instinct is to pass first? You should be increasing your assists per season. Look for squeeze, Nick.
Nick, good afternoon, Nick.
Yeah, man. What going?
We are here.
Yeah, man. That's it. Pioneer get beat up this morning.
No, I'm saying, my boss, it is a mystery to me.
But that's what I said to say, boy. Let's call him out to say just do the right, man, because if you make man like G-Star, bramble too much basketball.
It is a mystery to me how these guys allow themselves to get the kind of verbal assault them can't get elsewhere. And nothing happened. But with me, my way to call it, you know, my margin of error with them guys are very thin.
I see all of that, man. But I just call him out because some man from the program said them a basketball guru, you know, and you know, and them a bramble, so at least him could have come, you know. But big up correction because it depends on how you beat up them, man. You understand? Yeah. Well, in the Lakers game, I damn if you do and damn if you don't, you know, because and I like to you, I support that view there. Because if the man never take the shot, I'll run down the clock. I will see him one go beat him up.
Yeah, man, he would have been slaughtered, my boss.
Yeah,
he would because it's the guy who was guarding him fell, and nobody else was reacting and running to LeBron James. He was embarrassingly open.
Yeah, man.
If him never take the shot, I will have beat him up.
Yeah, man. Even me with that.
I'm better. Remember, you know, LeBron that you know, basketball IQ
high. Yeah.
No, if LeBron James had not attempted to shoot and run down the clock and then find either AD or Russell.
Yeah, you're saying coward and run for
no, I would say, but the guy is a pass first guy. What's the problem? I don't know what I'm saying.
Give me to
no, the guy's instinct is to find teammates. And if last night he had opted to run down the clock and find a teammate, he would just be doing what is in his nature.
Yes, sir, that man is a pass first, brethren, depend on the situation at the game. So, you know, we support that view.
Yeah. He's a nothing first guy. He's just a basketball savant.
But yeah, because he's a brother. Him IQ up there.
Yeah,
so
man.
Him know when to shoot and him know when to pass.
Yeah. You understand? He was brilliant. You know, in the first game, they criticized him for not doing so well in the fourth quarter. He was exceptional in the fourth quarter last night. You know? Yeah.
Man, for us doing thing, man. You know, but Lakers just not good, and we have to just accept.
Our Denver is just much better, I think.
It's just a thing where we have to use emotion because LeBron is not Lakers to carry Lakers, but Lakers don't.
Yeah, man.
The next team I watch and the next man I take note of Kevin Durant, right?
Yeah, man.
This brother just needs to join a support cast. He can't lead no team nowhere.
But he has a pretty good support cast now, so they need for the better.
No, but him is a part of the team, is a support cast. He's not a lead.
Okay.
The team needs somebody to carry them.
Okay. I see what him.
I agree with
I see what him. Yeah, man, I see what him.
This man
Charles Barkley him say him is a conductor, never a driver.
Remember them bringing me in, you know, for technically lead, you know, right? And the other man them support him, you know, him are the leader, you know. But he is like a support cast, he can't lead.
Yeah, man, it's a fair assessment of Kevin Durant. His mindset is not as a man level. Put the team on him back and carry it.
So I not on this nugget bandwagon, you know. I'm telling my bandwagon. Okay?
All right, the theme is here. We give you a minute after the break.
Yeah, we're coming.
Yeah.
Set the trend.
The trend-setting sports desk, Mondays to Fridays, 1 to 4 p.m., is Jamaica's #1 call-in sports program. Join me, Orville Higgins,
and me, Christopher Zidane Matthews,
as we continue to take call-in sports discussions to the highest levels on radio. The Sports Desk, Mondays to Fridays, 1 to 4 p.m. on Jamaica's #1 sports radio station. The hour between 3 and 4 p.m. is sponsored by Western Sports, the sports people, with locations in Kingston, Ocho Rios, and Montego Bay.
Tune in to German Morgan, aka Brother DJ Frisco, on your radio, Friday nights at 10 p.m. to 2 a.m. inside the Midnight Serenade Radio Show, and Saturdays and Sunday mornings inside the Kingdom Lifestyle Radio Show from 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. You will be motivated, blessed, and receive a word in time with DJ Frisco in the mix. Tune in, and stay connected.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, the Sports Desk.
All right, welcome back, Nick. Yes, you have a minute.
Yeah. You know, so the Virgin called yesterday named Doc, right?
Yes, Doc, yeah.
I kind of disagree with him about Diego. I understand not to defend that.
I agree with him.
I think what Diego the most time when him come on, him separating his reasoning for him reason from our other caller reason. Like him always.
I don't know if Zidane here. Him said Diego bossy.
No, sir.
Yeah, Zidane was at the stadium. Him say all Diego do is call and go on like him better than.
No, sir.
Yeah, him separate him reason from
I didn't agree with that.
No,
Diego, same reason at a different level. No, that I don't know. That
no, all of us think so.
That's not sure.
No, not at all.
You understand? It's just this standard that. So I can't defend that one. No, I can't defend San Diego. So San Diego have to come try to defend himself. As I said the other day, just humble out yourself, right?
All right. Yeah, man. Big up.
When you defend yourself, you don't need to go and can't go Spanish and all that. Just leave them things like that. Just come after you and go say that and argue them.
Yeah, man. Big up, Nick.
All right, cool.
All right. The important game for Arsenal going on now. Arsenal versus Chelsea. It's Arsenal 1, Chelsea 0. I like the team that Arteta put out there, Rice high up the park. And Trossard has gotten onto the score sheet. Let's see if VAR, anything with VAR, I'm sure, because you know the VAR thing. All right. He seems onside there, so clearly. So 1-0 to the Arsenal. So if Arsenal win this game now, we'll put some scoreboard pressure on City. Because we would have not played twice. Because City had the FA Cup.
Pressure. What's City next week? Hove, Bright, Albion.
Yes.
Bright now,
yes.
Hove, Albion.
And Thursday.
Then pressure the Pan City if you play.
No. Scoreboard pressure.
What kind of pressure on the Pan City?
Then the scoreboard now go show Arsenal lead.
No, sir.
They say nothing no pressure.
No pressure when I Bright now, Hove, Albion. What's City? I got the scoreboard pressure to play Bright now, Hove, Albion.
After making me look at Arsenal for him some hope. Say, yeah, man, we'll put look
Bright. No, if there was a bit, but not Bright now, Hove, Albion.
Not Bright.
No one call her next day. Who them have after that?
Don't worry yourself, man. Brighton. Me not jump further than Brighton.
Right now, Hove, Albion.
They do have a lot of dominant teams to face.
No, man. If City is going to go into the game between them and Brighton and Hove, Albion.
Wait a second. At the right team, that's what you do with the scoreboard thing.
Scoreboard pressure.
We got the lead.
Hey, it's like you think of scoreboard pressure and you get a like a lollipop bowler. You know, like in some of them T20 game, a team pick 4 good bowler.
Yes.
But the 5th bowling option is a little, cause 4 bowler them pick. And you have to turn to the 5th bowling option at some point. And now you need 8 and over. Theme 4 over, no pressure on the palm again. When the big man them come back on bowl, then me worry about me 6 and 7 now over.
Yeah, you have a point.
So you so when the little rookie come on now, from bowl now, the pressure gone.
All right.
Bright now over Albion. Anyway.
Music brought to you by Edge Campaigns for people who dream in color. This one is from Grace Thrillers. Lord, be prepared. Lord, be prepared. What?
Lord, prepare me to be a sanctuary. Pure and holy, striving true. I'll be a living sanctuary for you. It was you, Lord, who came to save the heart and soul of every man. And it is you, Lord, who know the weakness. You revive me with thine own hands. Lord, prepare me, Jesus. Lead me on, Lord, through temptation.
All right, Grace Trilla's singing
Lord Prepare Me. Brought to you by Edge Campaigns for people who dream.
All right, Metro. We can't see the text, Miss B, as usual.
Yeah, the screen is blocked.
Screen gone as usual.
Yeah.
Afternoon.
Good afternoon,
Metro.
Yeah, man. Orville.
Yeah.
The other day, I was listening to you and St. Diego and some other callers. And I'm kind of disappointed in you, Orville.
I know.
Yeah, man. In terms of, even when you say the guy, they report you to your boss then.
Yeah.
No, Orville. You was reading a text about this. Somebody said the guy and drugs and something. I think from the moment you reach a certain part of the text, you should disassociate yourself from the text and don't read any further, you know. You're far along in that way now.
I know who the people are who would agree with him, and I know that you don't.
No, man, but if somebody accuse a man say I take drugs.
I don't think the person who said it meant anything. I think it was a muster more than anything else.
But sometimes some people say something simple thing to you and you take it personally, you know.
And I did apologize, you know. You know why the man listen, for those who are listening. All I did we never really say it again, you know. It's me and him a reason after that time. I said, boy, big man, the way we are reason. Sometimes me have to wonder about some of them texts about them said. I was kind of mustering too.
Yes, Orville. But man says something to you and you take it. Because right now, some little thing where Mavericks about you take
no,
it.
No, sir. The things
yeah,
them,
man.
The things them with that man said to me, my boss. It's not like this. And the thing is, he's calling up my name for get stripe for years.
No, hey.
Me I talk about a man where make a little one-half statement in our text, and that was
Maverick not do that. Maverick not need to call up your name, because Maverick wide, you know.
No, man, he must call my name for get stripe.
No, Maverick wide, and you know, I tell you, know.
How you would start listening to him show?
I don't find his show alone,
No. That is not the question. How did you first start listening to him?
Oh, Maverick?
Yeah.
I don't listen to Maverick more than so.
Well, him get a lot of people to be tuning into him because he used to call up with him and he used to respond.
Maverick wider than you have in terms of a higher intellectual than you know, but whether you want to take China, you know. Maverick can reason about a lot of things where you can reason about you know.
All right, Metro. It is clear you have lost your mind. Call my boss and tell him that.
Maverick, when it comes to you may know a little bit about cricket more than Maverick, but me I tell you, say Maverick wider than you.
And I'm saying you have totally lost your mind. No rational person believe. No. You want my boss's number now? Tell him that. If you call him because I say you're losing your mind.
No, man. You know me big hand that. You can't tell. All right. You know, so you can't tell me about not that time me get fixed, you know.
Well, all right.
This is a type of individual, you know. It's just shoot on the hip, you know. I think man like I St. Diego must calm down to, you know. He might sometimes take things too personal too. Oh. You know? A man say something and you just take. It's a discussion program and you know, I agree with everything with a man say. You understand?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. The thing get light, man. The thing want light, man. Too much personal thing a man say this and a man say that. About a man.
So why you not say the brethren down the road forget light?
But every time I listen to him, I joke me again.
Oh, yeah, it's joke. Then I joke the man that I make about the white man.
No, you can't make them type of jokes.
Oh, hold on. So hold on.
Jokes, you know.
What the man keeps saying about me for years is no joke. But what the man said about Dwight in a one-half text was a joke.
No, but you can't make them type of joke. Man, I take jokes, man. I see
do you want me to tell you some of the things that man has said about me?
Yeah.
I am a pathological liar. I don't tell lies from people. Yes.
Him say that?
Yes, several times.
If Maverick said that thing like that, man, you know what I mind, man.
No, but he said that several times, my boss.
No.
The man has said I'm walking around with Brazilian hair on my head.
Eh?
Yes.
No, man, Maverick. I expect that from Maverick, man.
The man has said him don't know which part I go to school because I don't understand English language.
Eh?
You want more?
No, some Maverick can't say them things. Man, you make up things in Orville.
You think I'd be on radio making up things like that?
No. if Marvin sell them to them and Marvin kids out of his mind, man.
Well,
eh?
I sometimes wonder.
When it comes to the English language, you have that over in still when it comes to the English language. You know that?
Everybody know that.
Yeah, not everybody, but a few people know that.
Yeah.
Like few people who understand English know that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, I want to show get back to the.
You know down at Melbourne.
I do.
The Spalding Cup final between Manchester and Excelsior.
Yeah, Excelsior got off to a great start.
You know what the medical cricket, man. You know what?
It's the two top schools in Jamaica, man. You're not a cricket fan. Yeah, man.
No, I will. The quality have to be there, you know. You know what? From man like Duchan and them, no man, stop it. And Sunlight Cup. You know what? Sunlight Cup.
Now, how you gonna know what the quality is if you don't watch?
Well, no, but we kind of get turned off at the type of.
I don't know some fear with a fan, you know.
No, man, we kind of get turned off by type of batting and see a go on. You know, all right, Guyana on my side, you know. I'll do a Jamaica play. I want Jamaica win, but we love Guyana, you know.
Yeah.
You know, so when I hoop on them and they play for Guyana and sour, they no play a match at Savannah Park when we know they, you know. I find them man they stop playing, we no go to Savannah Park, go watch not Guyana and all them side. The man they batting, number one, when we see man them a bat nowadays. Somebody can't tell him man them to stop this whole up bat like baseball business, man. Where do you get that type of batting from?
You mean that stance where you hold the bat up? No people do it, man. Graham Gooch they used to do it.
Yeah, but most of the time when the man hold up a bat, a yaka catch them, then by the time they go down, they're out, you know.
Oh, man, not everybody.
Fast yaka catch you go down, you know. It's easier for you down and come up down, hop and go down, you know.
No. But even the man them would do what Graham Gooch used to do and hold the bat up all the way through the bowlers run up. At the point of delivery, your bat can't down in my bat.
No.
So all Graham Gooch did was kept his bat at the position where your bat will be anyway at the point of delivery.
From before the bowler.
From before the bowler.
Yeah,
but when every other batsman, when the bowler deliver, your bat has to be coming down. You can't start lift up the bat when the bowler deliver the ball.
But Orville, when you look at all the greats, the Bradman, the Laras, the Tenduka, the Richards, the Sobers, the Kanai, all of them greats. So when we used to say bad roar.
Yes. You're calling a bag of names. What them do?
The man bat never up to the year like
Brian Lara Backcliff is higher than favorite schoolboy where I play cricket now.
Yeah.
Where Brian Lara's bat is coming from in terms of his backlift is higher than for every schoolboy in the world.
Yeah, but that is when the ball deliver in backlift higher.
Then that's the same thing. I just tell you, say when the ball deliver, Brian Lara's bat is coming from the sky, coming down. Them schoolboy bat now come from so high. I mean, I understand what you say. It's just that them hold it stump high while the bowler running, while Lara tap on the ground.
I don't know.
But in terms of where the bat is at the point of delivery, Lara the bat not higher than for the youth, man.
Yeah, but if you notice, when the bat up, right, that type of way, when the ball is delivered, them foot movements are getting in line. You know?
Ah, Jesus, it matter about so. Hey, one thing we do in Metro, when you get licked on certain other thing, you're gone. Man, you were talking about the youth them holding them bat above the stumps while the bowler them are running. And I'm saying, I've just pointed out the brilliant argument that all batsmen at the point of delivery, the batter come down. It's called a backlift. So you can't wait till the ball delivered, then you take up your bat, them tap, and at the point of delivery, the bat is on its way down.
Yeah.
All the youth them do nowadays is have the bat in that position during the run-up. While Brand them are tap, but them get high, then come low at the point of delivery.
All right. But you see the tap there?
Yeah.
Is a rhythm and a timing, you know.
But the next man rhythm and timing gets it another way. Nothing wrong with that.
But them timing a baseball timing to swipe.
No, Jesus. Graham Gooch never used to swipe the ball, my boss. And he held his bat while the bowler running, man.
Brian Lara is a genius. You can't do what Brian Lara do.
All right, sir.
Brian Lara is a genius.
All right.
It's probably one of a kind you'll ever see again. That's about the men them that used to make runs and them backseat never highlight Lara and them never have that standard. Brian Lara is a genius. You can't Viv Richards is a genius again because Viv Richards can come
most privileged people almost everything off in front foot.
All right, Metro.
Right?
Metro, big up yourself. Nothing wrong with it. And the youth them problem is not that they might pick up them bat and hold it. Nothing wrong with it.
The back and across business, them
I want some different argument. But you keep jumping from one thing to the other.
Yeah. All right, hold on. Before you listen to my guy there, the Mansing argument they was making at speed there. Did you hear him?
No.
He was saying that the culture of batting has to change because this white ball thing where your boundaries them want to lick. It's one of the main problem why they're not making a run. I mean, I agree with 100%. You know, man.
We could talk tomorrow. There may be some argument to that, but we could talk.
Yeah, man. Cool. All right, sir. You take care. Cool.
All right, Excelsior now, 219 for 9. Excelsior were 120 without loss.
I remember after those 13 overs.
13 overs, the youth have beat it. Why you make 8 yard? Soon tell you who make the 8 yard. I youth named David Dewar make 81. And James Daly make 41. I suppose them were the one who beat the ball up at that. But they lost their first wicket at 123 for 1, and now they are 219 for 9. Let's see how Manchester will respond if them get this last wicket fairly. All right, we stay there.
Text messages.
Let's
look at a few text messages.
Text message.
It's now time for text messages on the sports desk.
Yesterday on the show, St. Jacob called and said that people's reputation are very important. He said he was calling to defend his. During his call, he said that he was the least accomplished and the most underachieved person that went to St. Jacob. He went as far as calling himself a fly on the wall. Now, after saying all that, what is his reputation he's calling to protect?
Oh, Lord.
All right, that person didn't leave a name. St. Jacob keeps saying persons must leave their names. All right, let's take this other one. All right. Good day. Tell Dwight and who are supporting him to go to YouTube and watch Judge Mattis. Every mistake you make, he calls you a crackhead. Everybody, what? Judge Mattis does that? Everybody's a crackhead for him. Come on, man. You guys are making the show heavy. It's supposed to be a stress reliever. This is Blessed. All right. Big up yourself, Blessed. I think I know who this is. All right. Another one. However, the program is not the same without the GOAT Pioneer. Please send him please send a SOS out for him.
We're not going to send no SOS for the man. I think the show is fine without Pioneer. Now, is Pioneer a character that we would love to have on the show? I don't have a problem. But I wouldn't engage Pioneer, none at all. Unless Pioneer does the big man thing and accept the thing them when they tell me about. Them thing they're wrong. Any day him do that, then him welcome. I'm welcome now, but are you him got that? Not.
All right. Final one before we come back to some calls. Good day, all. I always tell people it's very difficult to go to games in Jamaica. If you go 2 hours before the game and buy a ticket in advance, although organizers now start selling tickets 30 minutes before the game, the same thing we see in schoolboy football. This is Fuzzy from East.
Big up Fuzzy.
Yeah, big up Fuzzy.
Hey, you said the point with the man about St. Jago. A big point. St. Jago start the call yesterday by telling us how every man have to protect them reputation.
Yeah.
But then St. Jago by the end of the call was telling us
he's a nobody. That
he has no reputation. No, if you don't have any reputation, then you don't have any reputation to protect.
Well, I didn't hear the call.
Me here, man. You can't say that. So the man was right. The man had shown a nice little intellectual card for St. Jago. St. Jago is saying he's a very simple man. Nobody don't know him. He's a fly up on the wall, the least achiever. He was saying all of that for you.
Yes. Okay.
But he started the call by defending Dwight. By saying Dwight have big reputation to protect. Mm-hmm. Now Dwight has threatened to sue already. I don't know Dwight I go sue. If a man make a text like that. I become no one contest it and I become management. It's a Christian thing.
Yes.
Where you know them I go them like a Christian principle.
Yes.
But personally I say sue me if you read that text there. Because I know that absolutely nothing would come out of it. But you work with management. You work with management.
Yeah.
Especially when they are Christian management.
They don't like the hostility.
And them want.
Yeah, they want peace. And
so we eat. All right, always stay now.
87696. Spaces are there. Then tell us, tell the listeners. 87696888117. That's 87696888117. A lot of the Tivoli supporters after last night were a little bit disappointed, were they?
Yeah.
Because they beat up Waterhouse over the 2 games over the
Other beat one win and one draw. What happened?
Didn't they beat them twice?
But I mean, I almost think of 1 game. 1 win and 1 draw. But anyway, Tivoli finished 3rd in the stand.
Yes.
Waterhouse had to scrap and squeeze for getting to the top 6. They got into the top 6 on the last day of the regular season. Now, given that scenario, I would think Tivoli would be a little bit more disappointed with that 1-1 draw that Waterhouse would be. Because they had definitely the better season overall, and they had the better of Waterhouse over the 2 legs.
Yes.
But when you look at the game yesterday, you couldn't know.
You couldn't know, especially that first half.
Yeah. The margin between these 2 teams is between the teams, the top teams. It's not very wide.
Not at all.
Just who play better on the day. Anyway, back on line. Hello.
Time?
Yes, good afternoon. Preacher.
Big up on the side.
No, this is Bull, actually.
Bull.
So we great. Sorry, I gave them
the man lit the wait up. Yeah, your thing delay. You watch it on the internet.
No, I'm not watching on TV, man.
Okay. My TV faster than yours because that play that you mentioned it happened already.
I don't post the thing because keeper. I'm just saying it.
Ricochet for somebody and hit the keeper. Keeper don't know about it.
Can't a joke with man in game so far. Man never lose and beat it. Anyway, what do you think about Declan Rice, Zidane?
When he plays in the number 8 role, man, absolutely Arsenal is a good player role, but when he is in the number 8 role, Arsenal looks like a different team going forward.
No, the man is excellent, big man. The man is excellent.
Yeah.
But I have him second in terms of the 8 or the 6 role in the Premier League team. I think Rodri does all that as well.
Come on, he has been better than Rodri this season.
This season?
Yeah.
Yeah, arguably, but overall as a player.
Rodri no big baller, man.
I think Rodri does.
Rodri a bigger baller overall, man. But I think Declan Rice has more impact for this.
He's slowly building. Everybody I know him a big baller down at West Ham. And the 100 mil price tag they kind of heavy. I know him kind of, are doing things. And he must come up big in some big games.
Yes.
Yeah, man. Anyway, the game last night, there's a little baller that played for Waterhouse. I think he take a transfer and got Arnett. The one that is in. No, he was playing for Arnett and take a transfer and go to Waterhouse. No, he was playing for Tivoli, sorry, and take a transfer and go to Waterhouse.
Which one that?
Yeah, they actually have the same name.
Who's that?
45, Zidane Matthews.
Oh, yes.
He don't play for Jamaica in a CSC game. Nice to defend, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, somebody who I know personally and win a trophy with. So
yeah,
I hope him do all the best because he wasn't getting a look in at Tivoli, he barely played. And then something like that when a young player, because I think it's about he goes to UE,
Yeah.
So we would ship him for talk about players, that do them cool work and play ball at the same time. He's one of them.
Yeah. What's your thoughts on the top scorer for Tivoli being deployed out wide as opposed to
inside? I don't like that. You see, let me not say I don't like when the top scorer is playing out wide, but I believe that in Jamaican football where the strikers is the man that mostly score the goal. It's not necessarily the wingers. You can't move him from outside of the 18, outside of the penalty box, him half a day within the goal frame. That's done.
Yes.
So I don't like that move there. You understand? On the back of him getting the coach of the year too. I think he got the coach of the year, right?
Has that been given out yet?
Yeah, man.
Okay, wonderful.
Yeah, on the back of that, and then you can move the forward and play forward out wide. That's not like that.
Hold on, we give you a couple of minutes after
the break. We're coming back.
Visit Garrett Trading and Installation at 169 Constant Spring Road and 10 to 12 Cleardale Avenue for all your tiling and classic stone needs. Call 876-634-9773. The time by Garrett Trading is 2:30.
It's now time for Sports in a Minute, sponsored by Edgechem, Western Sports, Megamart, Spectrum Insurance Brokers, D'Angelo Auto Spares and Accessories Limited, and Fosrich.
History was made on Monday evening when, for the first time, Inter Milan mathematically secured the Scudetto by winning the derby against rivals Milan. It's their 20th league title of their 6th consecutive derby win. Simone Inzaghi's squad of leaders team was dominated Serie A this season, and they deserve to celebrate this historic feat. They have scored 79 goals in 33 games and have conceded 18. Inter have been close to perfect this season. The best team in Italy by a distance. They have lost only once in the league all season. And that's your Sports in a Minute.
Sports in a Minute was sponsored by EdgeChem, changing lives 1 gallon at a time. Western Sports, the sports people. Megamart, best value by far. Spectrum Insurance Brokers, setting the industry standard. D'Angel Auto Spares and Accessories Limited at 20 Balmoral Avenue, Kingston 10, and shop number 10, 1A Chapelton Road. Call 876-929-9146. And Fosrich.
Listen up, Jamaica. At Fosrich, everybody's getting a solar water heater. $20,000 deposit. 6 months to pay. What a deal. Fosrich Financing.
The basketball finals are here, and this is your chance to go balling with us. Catch this chance to win an all-expense-paid trip to Game 3 and 4 of the basketball finals. Just spend Jamaican $45,000 or more, your Scotiabank MasterCard credit card, and you and a guest could be courtside at the finals with US $1,000 spending money. Promotion ends May 16, 2024. Draw date May 27, 2024. Authorized under Section 58.3 of the Betting, Gaming, and Lotteries Act, Jamaica.
Hurt less with Pharma Joint Flex. Taking Pharma Joint Flex daily helps to repair, replenish, and revitalize worn, damaged cartilage that causes joint pain. Do you suffer from arthritis and chronic joint pain? Then Pharma Joint Flex is the remedy for you. Our all-natural formula contains glucosamine and chondroitin, ingredients for joint repair, so you can get relief. Ask your pharmacist or doctor for Pharma Joint Flex, distributed by Massey.
Spectrum Insurance Brokers pride themselves in being professionals in the field of insurance broking, claim settlement, and risk management services for over 35 years. We offer a wide range of insurance services including motor, property, liability, accident, life, and international health for individuals and companies at competitive rates. Call 926-3572 or visit 7.5 Haining Road, Kingston 5, or shop number 3, James Plaza, Mandeville. Call 625-6804 or visit online spectrumjamaica.com. Spectrum Insurance Brokers, setting the industry standards.
Wine na your tongue, you know wine na your tongue. Drive smart, no ramp. Wine na your tongue. If a 87 you fi use, put the 87 in your tongue. Fi know which fuel you use, vehicle manual fine it. No car in a Jamaica make fi use 87. And a petrol refining. So use the octane for the car where you're driving. And maybe tell you some more. If a 87 your vehicle use, you are rev up the savings for sure. Know your tank fuel right, your pocket have a smile. Rev up the savings on every mile. Brought to you by Petrojam, serving Jamaica's energy needs.
Boss, we're gonna need some solid PVC pipes and conduits. Then all PVC pipe not solid. No man, solid brand. They make it right here in Jamaica. Them cheaper and it's good quality pipes. Well, that is some solid advice. All right, how much we need?
Solid PVC pipes and conduits manufactured in Jamaica and available at all hardware stores across the island. Buy Jamaican, employ Jamaicans, and build Jamaica. Ask for solid PVC pipes and conduits and save. Call 876-937-5099 to place your orders today. Manufactured by Fosrich.
Super Center, everything for your home and more.
Whether you are redecorating your home, looking for a gift idea, or simply feel for some retail therapy, Ascent Super Center is the place to be. Regal Plaza, Kingston, and Linston. We have it all. From linens and curtains to appliances and cookware, furniture, rugs, and wall decor. It's everything for your home and more.
Ascent Super Center, we're gonna make you smile. Make you smile. Ascent Super Center, it's a lifestyle.
Beneficiaries. The PATH payment cycle begins on April 18, 2024. If your surname begins with the letters A or B, you should collect on April 18th or 19th at your usual post office or payment agency. The full payment schedule for all other persons will be published in the Star on Friday, April 19th. For more information, call PATH at 876-922-8007 or visit the ministry's website at www.mlss.gov.jm. PATH, advancing your family, developing Jamaica. A message from the Ministry of Labor and Social Security.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
All right, welcome back. Bull, back with you for your final 2 minutes.
So something happened on the weekend in which a game which Nottingham Forest was involved in. They said that they wrote to the Premier League Referees Association and tell them that the referee that is involved is a Luton fan. They said the Premier League they want that referee not to ref the game.
Not to be in the VAR room.
Not to be in the VAR room
Yes.
or be a part of the referee team for that game.
Yes.
What happened now is that this same game, 3 penalties that Nottingham Forest think they should get, they didn't get. So now they are saying that they're going to explore all their options. So my question is, Liverpool said the same thing earlier out in the season. If you feel like you've been robbed in a football game, I really don't know. That's why I'm asking. Can the game be replayed?
No.
What actions can these teams take?
None.
And it brings me back to our local football here in Jamaica.
Yes.
Sometimes you see some referees that come to games. They are absolutely clueless. Some don't know the rules of the game, clear. That they don't understand the rules of the game. And people put money into these kind of things. Me personally invest money into Bordeaux FC. And if some of these decisions that you see can cost your team to be relegated and move from Major League to D1.
You saw the calls?
I saw them. One of them was a clear play.
And the replay and the referee looked at the replay and didn't give it?
They didn't.
Wow.
One of them is that, like when you're trying to kick away a ball in the box and the forward get ahead of it.
Yeah, and tweet.
And get a two on the ball and you
yeah.
go through it. That's a penalty in the Premier League. I will see given always in the Premier League. Oh, that is not a penalty, is beyond.
Well, the Premier League says they will allow them to listen to the audio between the VAR referee and the on-field referee. And all the penalty shouts. 3 penalty shouts.
It is just, but it is just. But I see something now where they're saying that the referee is not a Luton fan. Because you have to
declare, yes,
support in order to referee a game. But can a referee lie? That is one of the questions I want to know. Because sometimes you may be refereeing a game, refereeing in the league for 5 years, and you support, say, for instance, you're a Luton fan. Now, Luton travel up through the ranks.
Mm-hmm.
So when they get to the Premier League now, that is going to stop your food in a way. No, you can't.
So the referee has to declare which team in support. When a support side.
Him good.
If me is a referee, then I wouldn't tell you which team is support.
That's what he's saying. The referee can lie.
Yeah.
But I'm not saying, so this is what I'm saying. So yeah. I am referring Premier League in 2012. And now it's 2017. A team that might be playing in League One, possibly my team, because I come from there.
Yeah.
So I am, for instance, a Ipswich fan. Now, Ipswich the one doesn't get into the Premier League. What does that mean for me? Any game, when a relegation battle, you have 8 teams battling relegation. That's approximately 4 games that can happen.
Yeah.
So them kind of thing kind of tricky still for real. But that's just my 2 cents for the day.
Leave it there. Big up, Bull.
Yeah, man.
Preacher joins us. Hello?
Yeah, man, as I respecting a gentleman.
Big up, sir.
Yeah, my heart hello.
Yes.
Yes. You don't know. Yo, from the season start, me I talk about Justin Dunn, see? From Tivoli Garden.
Yes.
Me talk about the youth named Brian from Waterhouse as well. They mentioned him. I mentioned Kimoni Dale. See?
Yes.
From Mount Pleasant. Jerome Wade get everything wrong last night. Practically. There's absolutely no way, brother. You go have your centre forward lead the league in scoring. You take him from being a right back last season. And you tell the whole Jamaica, say, you see, his technical ability in terms of his goal scoring prowess. And you are playing a semi-final against a Waterhouse team that defensively is not as good as they have been in the past, especially in the centre of them defense. And you put this little youth here out wide. See, pretty much the whole time in the field. Mm-hmm. And yet, Tivoli were still creating some opportunities in the box with players of less ability, and they were not able to capitalize, perhaps because of their inability technically. What are you trying to prove? Why are you taking this player and put him in out on the flank? His strength is actually not in his ability to dribble and square the ball. His strength is the ability to use his space, get behind defenders, and actually finish. So we are trying to prove, Jerry. You know, the thing bun me, sister.
Don't know, Tivoli bring.
No, I don't really bring Tivoli, you know. You know, say strangely enough, and Orville might find this interesting. Arena, I'm a Premier League football side in Jamaica.
Reno?
That's why I'm saying you might find it interesting. He says, a little youth I grew up, we usually listen to the radio. See? Because we never have Premier League show up on TV as regularly. You see?
Right.
As it is now. I see the names Michael, Jim, Dandy, Graham.
Yes.
Is it Agla Wilson?
Yes.
Is it Donald Hewitt?
Capel Donaldson. Ted Roy Jones.
Donaldson. All right. You see them name there? You used to resonate with me as a little because them time the arena they didn't have them AD.
Yes, man.
So Arena was my team. Like as a little you just not even know Arena there, you know. But me just fall in love with the way the commentator them talk about them money and the way Michael Graham they dominate local Premier League as a goal scorer. See? So me not really have no affinity to none of the team that we're playing. No. Like that. But me know the baller. I know what the baller capable of. If I see the baller play in our position where take him away from his strengths.
Yes.
Frustrating, brethren. And if it's frustrating for me as a fan, I can imagine how frustrating.
I was looking at his face last night at one stage on the TV. Because I youth that I've spoken to on television more than once.
Yeah.
And me now try to get him in no problem now with him coach and thing. But he never looked happy.
He never looked happy.
Yeah. I think that's a fair.
Last night, Star.
That's a fair comment.
Me not like it. Jerry, get that right, man. Get that right. Quick and fast. Arnett coach. Show the ability now to make adjustments. We're a team. In our game where Portmore get some ascendancy and he bring in some players off of the bench. We help lift him team. The number 7 will come on the little brown you there. Come on in at the midfield. Number 7.
Yes.
Start make some little passes. Start do some little things in the game.
When you say brown, you mean fair-skinned?
Fair-skinned, you man. I like a fair.
Oh, because
I remember my name so well.
There's other descriptions that you could use. But that
plot up him here, man. Him here plot up on him. They sit and know the you.
Yeah, man, I know
you know what you're talking.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. See?
There's another brother will come on in the game that I would describe as fair.
No, not the bleacher, man. I'm not the bleacher. That you usually play for Portmore.
And come on and go and good too, you know.
Come on and get some energy still.
The chains were very impactful.
Yeah. But here's what I'm saying, Preacher. How much of what Arnett was doing in the second half was because of what Portmore was not doing. All right. In the case of Alex Marshall, for example, he was all over the park in the first half. And while he was doing that, Arnett were essentially on the back foot.
Mm-hmm.
In the second half, clearly Alex Marshall either run out of steam or something. And then Arnett Gardens now started to look more threatening on the ball.
All right.
How much of one contributed to that?
Both things are actually happening one and at the same time. See?
Yes.
So Portmore bench, the players who came off of Portmore had little to no impact compared to the Arnett players who came in, and you saw a lift in Arnett's play, while Portmore starters like Marshall were on the descendancy. So you see, if the Portmore bench players they come in and give them the lift, it probably would nullify everything with Arnett player them there. See, but them never have that. So both things are happening concurrently. Here we go on still. Arnett Gardens is a team where you see once them fans, them supporters, them start rile them up on the energy start build.
Yes. The most dangerous team in the tour.
We have some man, them you the feed off of that energy.
But sometimes I think they depend too much on that. Play them kind of game.
Yeah. Hold the line, preacher. Hold the line, preacher. Don't move. Great call this. We take a break. We're coming back.
Keep meat frozen until your collection day to minimize odor and decomposition. This waste management tip is brought to you by the NSWMA, One Jamaica. Back we clean up the place.
New online ordering we talking about. Easy KFC, make it easy for you. Order your favorite meals, click on your done at KFCJamaica.com. Easy KFC, save yourself time. Order online, you skip the line. Easy KFC.
Enjoying KFC just got easier with Easy KFC. Now you can order KFC online at KFCJamaica.com or order through WhatsApp at 876-3332 KFC. Easy KFC, it's finger licking good.
Easy KFC.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and #1 daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
Yeah, back with your preacher.
All right, yeah, man. I got jump from that and touch little basketball, see?
Mm-hmm.
And all it has been said already about the game last night. But more do some analysis on something else who might be mixed. See, in a game one, Denver Nuggets had 102 field goal attempts to Lakers 79. See? That is, 23 more attempts than the Lakers in the game. Last night, they had 10 more attempts than the Lakers in the game. In a game one, the Lakers had 12 turnovers to Denver's 4. Last night, the Lakers had, how much turnover? They have 14 turnovers to Denver's 9. You see, the ability to protect the basketball and the ability to rebound, especially defensive rebounding, and limit possession is one of the things that affect the Lakers. Outside of everything with everybody else already, in terms of the game last night, I give them a 20-point lead and blah, blah, blah. Looking inside the numbers, Bridget, the Lakers, with Anthony Davis, who's an excellent defender and a very good rebounder, is turning over the ball and giving up offensive rebounds at critical points in games where we can't afford to give Denver second chances.
Here's what I want to ask. In game one, Lakers blew a 12-point lead.
Yeah.
Game 2, they blew a 20-point.
Yeah.
Now, notoriously, we've heard about the altitude up at Denver. It was obvious that in both games, the energy level of Lakers was getting lower and lower as the game went on.
Yeah.
Now, I tell us Denver not the better team, but Denver clearly is also either the fitter team or the team better used to playing in altitude. That looked to be a part last night.
No, but that has always been an issue playing in Denver for teams,
Yeah.
Did Denver lose any home games last year in the playoffs?
No, I don't think so.
No.
I think they went unbeaten at home in the playoffs.
Tough down there against quality. Because if they're good, they would have beat them down there.
Yes.
When they're good now, it means they have to do a lot of work physically.
Right,
so tough.
you have to work. But there's another thing if you look behind the numbers. In game 1, 64 pain points for Denver to the Lakers 54. That's a 10 plus 10 for them. In game 2, 64. No, in game 2, which was last night's game, again, Denver points in the pain 54 to Lakers 38. Anthony Davis was the best we have seen him in a half of basketball last night for a good while. And then the Lakers moved away from that. That Anthony Davis, LeBron James kind of pick and roll.
Well, they not get switch things up,
They did. They switched Aaron Gordon onto him.
Yeah.
Onto AD. And Aaron Gordon gives him a little bit more problem.
But Preacher, let me ask you one question. I think this is the major part. Two things are the major part. Anthony Davis did not have enough touches in the fourth quarter.
It's one shot. Them take
one shot. Can't have a man. You can't be that good man.
No,
you can't be the second. Maybe even the best player right now on the Lakers team, I have one shot in the fourth quarter.
Not after you have a 32-point
exactly
game up to that point.
So it was a brilliant night for you. You have to be more involved in this. So between LeBron James and Darvin Ham, them feel better forget LeBron AD the ball. Because him can't dribble it up every time because he's that a ball handler. Exactly. But then also, why Lakers never try to slow the game down when they had that massive lead now? I think the pace was too quick now, Orville. When they had that 20-point lead, it was still up and down, which then favors Denver.
Agree.
The game was they never needed that anymore.
Agreed.
You go on. You see, in a situations like that, Orville, this is where coaching becomes significant now.
Yes.
See? Because you play against a better team, You have them on the ropes, Now it comes down to time management and game management,
Agreed.
Where you actually go now to a more traditional offensive style of basketball, where you're playing, you're slowing down the clock, you're running plays, you're getting people open, and you're making sure that you get the best shot possible. Lakers were still playing like they're chasing a game.
Yeah, Lakers to me felt that they were on a momentum where they themselves didn't want to start doing anything different. You see, even when the leader cut, at some point you have to do what when you send away. Stop the momentum, stop the bleeding, and thing. I just felt that they felt that, you know, that for one, Jamal Murray got hot in a way that they didn't expect him to win. They felt that controlling the Joker would be controlling the game, especially with Jamal Murray up to the fourth quarter having a very ordinary game. They didn't think Jamal Murray would come good enough to hurt them. In a way, I understand how Lakers play now. Me even attack, me tell you, say my little son now, my guru now, him say, control the Joker and you control Denver.
Well, I don't know if you can
to a large
extent. The Joker, you know. You have to pick your poison, Orville.
When we say control him, yesterday he was
contain him.
Contain it. Yeah, not control.
The Joker can have a big night and then lose.
No, man, that's the word. Not control.
It happened before. Remember that night when him have a world night against the Suns and the Suns still win?
Yeah.
Because everybody else was average.
The word they use is not control. Contain him and you have a chance. And he was contain. Well, he have 20 rebound and all that kind of thing. But on the scoring end, it's only that big shot from Jamal Murray basically beat them at the end.
Rough, man. Everything was tight, man.
Up to that,
man. Lakers psychologically lose the game from
because you know that even when it got close, Lakers were matching them. Yeah, even when it got tight, you know, Lakers were matching them. You know, so outside of the LeBron miss because LeBron knocked down 2 3-pointers to extend the lead again. He got an on one as well. D'Angelo also had a floater. So Lakers were still matching them even when it got tight, you know. Yes. You have to give the Denver some credit at some stage. Yes, you can do that, but Denver, they are killers, man. They are killers.
Yeah, man. Last year, I tell you, say they are a juggernaut. Make some man come argue with me this year and tell me, say they are not a juggernaut.
Well, but if they capture the title this year.
All right.
But big up yourself, preacher.
Leave it here, preacher. All right, so that was the preacher.
Yeah. Oh, this is Dwight Chetu.
Hello?
Yes,
sir.
Hi, guys. How y'all doing this afternoon?
Not too good enough.
Yeah, Dwight Chetu here for the discussion, not the disrespect. Zidane, Zidane, let me ask you a question. If you previously had to apologize to somebody on the air for something that you said to them on the air, and the person said, yo, don't go them ways there again, would you go back and repeat that thing?
Sportsman come for this.
Huh?
Honestly, come for this.
Okay, all right, cool. No problem. I respect you on that. Now, Zidane.
Yes, sir.
Last time we talked, you said that the tape had some distortion. All right? Not sure if it was a problem with how the phone was being held and thing. And by the way, Zidane, you got I gave you the date, right?
Yeah, but I've been very busy.
Yeah, I know, but I gave you the date since Friday. Just after you text me, you say you need the date. I gave you the date. All right? I gave you the date.
Yeah, man, so I have some time.
So let me just play it again and see what's going on here.
Yeah, man, it's kind of different with schools doing. Yeah, when you're talking about one school, the personal argument was about a nation. It's different to actually. Administration is very, very, very important in terms of how good you are as a school. Yeah, it's important. You don't think administration is huge when it comes on to team sports? In international sport? No, not all of it. All right. Let me break it down. What about you watch a lot of football? Yeah. You watch a lot of basketball. Do you believe leadership and I realize that this is the man? Do I? You can't trick me. I say, no, you know, so you're sharp. Well, you tell us, you the question.
Hey, you know, I was fighting to say in the I was saying, Dwight, you can't trick me. I was trying to say in the context of being the best in the world. You know.
No, you're trying to say international sports.
No, man, I was trying to say in the context international sports in the context of being, but you wouldn't allow me. You realize
Zidane, you repeated yourself.
Yeah, Dwight. But hold on, Dwight. You realize I could never get a word in a while ago. I'm glad they play about this tape. You know. Why you don't stop them things anyway? I was fighting you as a host a while ago to get a word in, and it was difficult. But do your thing still.
Zidane.
Yes.
I tell everybody. Say, you're going to say the context was wrong. You're going to say, is that different? The first time you talk,
you win the argument, do I?
You said you never said
you. You win the argument.
Oh, yeah, man, I know me win, but I'm going to say it anyway.
All right. Yeah. You win, yeah.
I know me win, but I'm going to say it anyway.
You want to take a... hold on.
Let me go on to the bigger discussion.
Okay, good. I'm going to take a bet with you a while ago.
The bigger discussion on this is that administration is absolutely huge in moving a team from being where it is to being successful in sports.
That was never
the case of the West Indies, where we are now. Administration is huge in moving up to the number one.
Remember, you're taking on the passion argument that Orville has given. Remember, that's exactly the argument that you're going against. Now, that argument is in the context of being amongst the very best in the world.
So when I said the West Indies being number one, what do you think I'm talking about?
Oh, you said the administration can take us back to number one?
Yes.
By
Yeah.
By doing what?
But wait. You don't believe administration can move an international team or a regional team from being where they are to be number one?
No, I don't believe so. Because let me tell you,
okay.
I could be wrong in a Dwight, but I don't believe that is the president of the Brazil Football Association, why the Brazil is one of the most dominant football playing nation ever. I don't think so.
If you think administration is just the president, you have a very, very limited.
Then the president run the. We have to go to the. No, the president is the. But the president is the head.
Since you touch on, president.
No, but do I?
No, since you touch on president.
Okay, I'm get a word.
Do you believe they should replace Billy Heaven?
No, not necessarily.
You don't believe so?
No,
it doesn't matter. Heaven should get replaced. Jamaica just finished 7th. Orville, 7th then finished, right? 7th in regional cricket. Do you think they want Billy Heaven to be replaced?
What about the other formats of the?
Access, your big man, the man them who want to replace him say, cricket in Jamaica is down to the dogs. This is what they have said, See? Do you think there is a call and there's a clamor to replace Billy Heaven so that Jamaica can move from 7th to 6th? Or do they think they want, if they replace Billy Heavens, they expect Jamaica to move from 7th
but remember
to number one?
But remember the argument is about international sports.
Lord of mercy. Zidane, in the tape, you said the distinction between school sports and team sports versus international
in the context of
was that they can buy players
in the context
in the
context of
team.
In the context of West Indies cricket, Jamaica wouldn't be international.
No. But you the thing where you differentiate.
Yeah, man. But the argument. In the tape that you played,
Jamaica can buy players.
But in the tape that you played, I specifically spoke about international sports. In the context of West Indies cricket, Jamaica is a club.
The team that is 8th internationally is Spain. In the same way that the West Indies is 8th. The football team that is 8th internationally.
Raise a level, Dwight. 8 in football is different from 8 in cricket. Dwight, hey.
Explain it to me, man.
200 odd countries play football, my boss.
How many play cricket?
Not anywhere close to that amount.
How many teams?
8 in football, you're a world team, Dwight.
How many?
Dwight, when you're 8, Dwight, you know, so you're done, Dwight. Dwight, when you're 8 in football, you're amongst the very best teams in the world. You can compete for the World Cup.
Simple question.
So you compare the top 8 in the world in football with cricket, my boss.
So you are
when you're done at 9 and 10, you're not good.
Saying, no, let me get you. So you are saying.
It's not what me I say, it's the facts. When you're 9 and 10th in cricket, you're not good, Dwight. When you're 10th in football, you're very, very good.
Something else.
What is wrong with this
man?
man?
New Zealand.
Anyway, your time. You're gone 7 minutes, my boss.
No problem.
You're very ordinary.
No, me call back next day.
Do I for a man, for a bright guy?
Call back another day.
For a bright guy, you reason sports.
We will speak tomorrow.
Your reason sports done, Dwight.
Yeah, man.
How can you compare?
Yeah, Zidane. We'll speak tomorrow.
I'm gonna say it, Dwight, whether you like it or not. How can any intelligent person compare the 8th place team in football with the 8th place team in international cricket? You're desperate, Dwight. You sound dunce, my boss. No disrespect.
Yeah, sure. Management won't get that far.
No, him sound dunce. I never said he was dunce. Technically.
You could be ruining the man's reputation.
No, man, I never said he was dunce. I said he sound dunce.
The man makes money off his name. You can't say the man sound dunce on the radio. Dwight, I'm taking up for you. You can't do that. Okay? The man might call in and say you're disrespecting the good. You're besmirching his name. Don't do that. We'll take a break. We'll be back.
This is KLAS FM, the station where you get God and sports. We broadcast on the 89 frequencies on your FM band and online at omegaklas.com. Please continue to be blessed and enlightened. Gospel and sports sensible.
Choose from a wide variety of tiles from Garrett Trading. Whether a classic or modern look, our tiles give that added dimension. For that Greek marble, flashy or glossy finish in your bathroom and kitchen, a myriad of designs and colors are available to create your personal masterpiece. Visit our showroom at 169 Constant Spring Road or call Garrett Trading and Installation Limited 876-669-8996. Design your style.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, the Sports Desk.
I just wanna say something there, because I know the gap between the number 1 ranked team in football and the number 10th ranked team in football is far narrower than the gap between the number 1 ranked cricket team in the world and the number 10th ranked cricket team. Who is ranked 10th now? Zimbabwe? Bangladesh? Maybe. Who's ranked 1 now? Let's say Australia.
Yes.
It is far less likely for the 10th ranked cricket team to beat the number 1 ranked cricket team. It's almost always not going to happen than whoever is the 10th ranked football team to beat the number 1 football team. You'd agree?
Yes.
The number 10 ranked football team playing against. Who is the number 1 ranked football team?
Is it
Argentina?
Let me check.
Whoever they are.
Yes.
It's much easier for the number 10 ranked football team to beat the number 1 than the same in cricket. So I understand the point you were trying to make. But
poor comparison to Chato. You're better than that.
He is?
Good.
Second selection.
Brought to you by Edge Campaigns for people who dream in color. This one is from Tasha Cobbs, Gracefully Broken.
Yeah. Let it go to Asta.
Just lift your worship right there in this moment. All I have in these hands and multiply, God, all that I am, and find my heart on the altar again. Set me on fire, set me on fire. Come on, sing. Take all I have in these hands and multiply, God, all that I am, and find my heart on the altar again. Set me on fire. Ask him to set me on fire. Here I am, God, arms wide open, pouring out my life, gracefully broken. Stands in all of your name, your mighty love stands strong to the end. You will fulfill your purpose in me. You won't forsake. You will be with me. You will be with me. Here I am, God, sing, arms wide open. Oh, pouring out my life, gracefully broken. Say it again. Here I am, God, arms wide open, my arms wide open, pouring out my life, my life gracefully broken. All to Jesus now. All to Jesus now. I'm holding nothing back. Holding nothing back. I surrender. You want to throw your hands up and say, I surrender. I surrender. Say, I surrender. I surrender. All that I am, I surrender. I surrender. Have your way. You belong. I surrender. I surrender. To your will and to your way. I surrender. I surrender. You belong for your glory. Say, I surrender. I surrender. You want to tell it right where you are. Let's go. Your power at work in me. I'm broken gracefully. I'm strong when I am weak. I will be free. Your power at work in me. I'm broken gracefully. I'm strong when I am weak. I will be free. Your power at work in me. I'm broken gracefully. I'm strong when I am weak. I will be free. Your power at work in me. I'm broken gracefully. I'm strong. I will be free. So here I am, God, arms wide open. I'm right here, pouring out my life gracefully broken.
Oh, that's Tasha Cobbs, man, with the one that's called Gracefully Broken.
Beautiful voice.
Man, I tell you, man. There's something about them religious song, you know. All right, let me be the perennial peacemaker, people. I have decided that will be one of my jobs from here on in. Let me say, Sir Dwight Chateau, on behalf of KLS Omega Radio, I humbly, profoundly, unapologetically, unequivocally withdraw the dunce comment if you take offense. A man of your superior intellect cannot be classified as dunce. Such a bright man you are, even if you don't always shine brightly on the sports desk. So we apologize. Okay? That might have saved a call to the man. You never know. By the way, St. Jacob said that he would tell the whole world, my great legacy that I leave on radio. St. Jacob is here now. Hi, St. Jacob.
Good afternoon,
Yeah.
St. Jacob.
Mr. Zidane, yes, you were with a studio.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you in fact mentioned that you didn't hear my call yesterday.
No, not at all.
Because there were some salient points to be gained from it still, you know. Like Orville hinted, I really was appealing to Orville to be fair to all callers. Where I come from, we have the same respect for the headmaster, Mr. O.R. Bell, as we do for the groundsman, Mr. Richards. So although people might be of different standing, social status and all of that, respect is due. And every man's reputation is important. Matter of fact, you could argue that a man like Butch Stewart and Leachin can ignore certain things because they have the money. Sometimes all a person has is his dignity.
Yes.
So that caller, what used to refer to them as half-wit. And it's good that him never fixed a name, or, well, I would even say she, a lady wouldn't do that. It's him. Good that him never fixed a name to it. because it's really half-witted. Now, the fact that the person is humble, is of low standing, he still has a reputation to protect. You follow me? And as I said, even more so because that might be all he has. So
he has a reputation to protect.
Yes. So if the fact that the man is not a prime minister or a headmaster, he still has a reputation to protect.
Okay.
His dignity is there to protect. And the greatest, the most dignified thing in life, Orville, is truth.
Yeah.
So
I'm still waiting on my legacy still.
And I hear you mention about people calling you liar and all of that, you know. So yes, I heard that. And I wonder how Metro never hear that. And I said to Metro, his advice, wise words him just uttered.
I know.
And I appreciate his utterings, and it's let's just say it's well received.
Right.
I remember recently Metro mentioned that George Chambers, Herman Bennett, and Basil Williams were people like neighbors to him or something like that, you know. All of those are people I watch closely throughout their careers, you know. Particularly Herman Bennett and George Chambers because they were St. Catherine players.
Yeah.
You know, Basil played at Kensington. Herman Bennett was a stalwart in St. Catherine cricket. He was all
I don't want you to make the time run out with these mundane things before you talk about my legacy, which you promised faithfully to do it the next time you call. And I know you're a man of your word, right?
I'm getting to that, Orville.
Your reputation precedes you as a man of your word.
You see, in life, Orville, important things arise. For instance, the man takes a message and he's so misguided. He need to know that he have to respect the beggar on the street.
Yes, indeed.
He have to respect Andrew Holness.
Yes, man.
He can't give Holness more respect because Holness is a prime minister.
You've said that.
Respect is due to all human life.
You've said that 2 times already.
But it needs to be riveted because you hasten to your accolades.
So we're waiting on what you promised as a man of your word. Impeccable character.
To Oral Tracy.
Oh, you're going to somewhere else again?
No.
We're waiting on what you promised to do.
About.
Yes, you're going to it.
What you have asked about.
Yes.
I said it to Oral Tracy weeks ago.
Oh, you did?
Yes, and since I tell Oral, Orville, I told Oral what is Orville Higgins' greatest contribution to media.
Oh, which is what?
And you know that I haven't heard one single soul repeat it.
What?
Not one ever picked up on it. And I was actually waiting on somebody to pick it up. You know, them say, "Boy, one man can't say everything."
What was that? We're waiting with bated breath.
It was said on Metro talk about Oral thing being bigger than yours. The RGR group is bigger than KLS group. So he has a bigger platform.
Yeah.
You know, you could argue about the intricacies of the program itself. But he has an advantage. You know what I mean? Inherent advantage by being on the RGR group. The reading this morning.
So hold on, I'm still waiting on my legacy.
Me tell Oral Tracy it already.
So you're not going to tell us?
I'm giving us other people the opportunity to tell what they heard on radio. Just like how a man can come and say, Orville, I would never say anything derogatory about you.
Hold on, St. Diego. You promised us that you tell us what my legacy is. And as a man of impeccable character and great reputation, I'm hoping that you'll keep your word. After the break.
I'll do.
We're coming back in just a while.
And now we have Mr. Rohan McNally, manager of the Three Angels Pharmacy. Now, Mr. Mac, we've been hearing a lot of good things about the Three Angels Pharmacy. What is it that makes the Three Angels Pharmacy so unique?
Well, you know, at Three Angels Pharmacy, we offer fast, friendly, and efficient customer service. We give back to our community. We offer counseling, blood pressure checks, cholesterol checks. We do photocopying, printing, faxes. And if we don't have it, we'll get it for you.
Thank you, Mr. Rohan McNally, manager of the Three Angels Pharmacy. For further information, call us at 625-5584 or 295-7469. Three Angels Pharmacy, located at shop number 7 Caledonia Plaza, 7B Caledonia Road, Mandeville.
Wine a your tongue, you know wine a your tongue. Drive smart, no ramp. Wine a your tongue. If a 87 you fi use, put 87 in a your tongue. Fi know which fuel you use, vehicle manual fine it. No car in a Jamaica make fi use 87. And a petrol refine so use the octane for the car where you're driving. And maybe tell you some more. If a 87 your vehicle use, you are rev up the savings for sure. Know your tank fuel right, your pocket have a smile. Rev up the savings on every mile. Brought to you by Petrojam, serving Jamaica's energy needs.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and #1 daytime sports calling show, the Sports Desk.
All right, said Jacob, the man of impeccable character and of great repute.
Yes, Orville.
Yeah.
And if you know anything about Mr. Joe Spencer and Mr. Orville.
We're going somewhere else, Jacob.
No, you're talking about impeccable character.
Yes, but we're talking about my legacy.
Disciplinarians on earth.
Yeah. But
All
get
right.
to my legacy.
Your legacy. Okay.
Yeah.
No, Orville, you keep saying Glenn Mills, a big job for honors and awards and accolades and all of that. So you can put mine with Glenn Mills because, matter of fact, I'm of equal ranking in terms of assessment as Glenn Mills. So this is worth more than Glenn Mills' accolades to you.
Yes.
Because one could argue that, Glenn Mills was a little partisan biased towards you. So this is greater than that of Glenn Mills.
Yes.
I have said to Oral Tracy, so it's no secret. And remember, I said that the RGR platform is bigger than KLAS. And I played KLAS Zidane at Niagara Falls, so that the whole Niagara Falls
St. Diego, get to the legacy now, man. Get to the legacy. Yeah.
Some people can't say me at this KLAS.
Lord, get to the legacy now, man.
My brothers, 3 brothers from Canada, 1 from Florida, and Diego, we know Steve when Steve was there. Steve was there, the greatest batsman, 19-year-old batsman in Jamaica at 1977.
You'll get to the legacy this week?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Radio Orville.
Yes.
And it's born out of the call. You see the call where the guy made wherever, near 3 miles there.
Cockburn Pen.
Where Supercat come from?
Cockburn Pen.
Cockburn Pen. All right. Traditionally, so it's partly you're working on, partly just evolution. Traditionally, Orville, people never used to volunteer their identity on radio. You follow me? Especially the 70s and 80s. So that callers were not identified. Later on, in the 90s, a man like Neville would identify himself to Marty Perkins, But because of the violence and the political polarization, especially, and people were short-tempered, man rush your face, say things where, You see what I mean? So enough of the things which I'm saying on radio now, people would not say it in the 70s and 80s.
Yes.
So it's not all of the credit on the really for you still, That's why I just start there. So, but you are Villigans, your program is the first program on Jamaican radio.
Yeah.
I mean, I listen from Rabbi Bernard Uka, thing there, Mr. Tweed, Mr. John Maxwell, we smoke the whole heap of cigarette. I've listened to Marty Perkins. I've listened to endless. Callers were never identified exclusively. Whether by pseudonym, pet name, phone name, or what.
Yeah, take long to get to the point.
Even in writing, Mr. Morris Cargill used to write in the Gleaner as Thomas Payne. So it wasn't just for calling programs. Your show was the first show that everybody at least give a name when them call now. And it's me make that happen.
Also, it's not really my legacy, it's yours.
No.
I was wondering at what point you'd get around to that.
But I'd call you Orville. And you ask for my name. I'm going to say, Orville, I'm not telling you my name because you only ask name of people or call people by name when they're in accordance with your view.
Okay. So my biggest legacy...
You affix the name San Diego to me, not me.
So my biggest...
I've been calling Stratton Palmer before.
Well, I know my time now. My biggest legacy on radio is partially due to you. How wonderful. Big up yourself.
Not partially due to me.
It's entirely due to you.
No, it's not partially. I explained that it's born out of the tranquility in general.
No, man, but you were the person. You were the person who insisted that I start doing that. So, in effect,
No, I didn't insist. By virtue of me saying that you only ask people their name when they ask.
yeah, man. But you ensured that I went down that
a
road.
little funny position, a little
Right.
a little peculiar position.
Right. So my
you
biggest
feel obligated to ask everybody their name now to
right.
protect yourself.
Yes, I'm saying my biggest legacy on radio.
If you want to call that me don't call that me.
My biggest legacy. Lord St. Diego, we're listening to you.
Remember, I mean humility though.
We listened to you waffle for the last 6 minutes. My turn. My biggest legacy on Jamaican radio is getting people to say them name on Jamaican radio.
Yes, before Emily Cooks and before,
yes. That's my
before
biggest
Cliffy
legacy.
was-
And for the record, that legacy was pushed and engineered by one St. Diego. I thank you, sir.
I don't use the word engineer nor
I'll leave it there, St. Diego. Big up, thanks.
Okay, easy, Orville.
Good. Let the public decide. I thank St. Diego for that being my legacy, and I thank him profusely.
All right. Let me give Arsenal some good news before we get to Catanine. But it's now 4-0. I've heard it a double. Former Chelsea player who struggled badly at Chelsea.
Yeah.
So Arsenal leading 4-0 now and increasing our goal difference against City and Liverpool. So it's a good look. Hopefully the scoreboard pressure.
Work against Brighton and Orville. Yeah. Well, let me give you an update on the Spalling Cup. So, what them name? Excelsior make 280. Some say 290. But I suppose the scorers will, decide which of those two it is. Manchester in reply, 20 for 4. So Excelsior are rampaging against the Manchester team. 20 for 4. The youngster was making the runs named Morgan. Did well in the Headley Cup semi-finals and the final. Went for 12. People are telling me that, well, it's now 32 for 5. So Excelsior all over Manchester. All right, Catanine boss. Mama B, my big disciple. Where you?
Ships here, man.
Yes, man.
Yes, Mama B.
Glad for you, Zidane, today, Little Samson, man.
Yes, I'm here, Mama B. Indeed.
Well, I can't believe that two evening in a row, almost the exact time I come after St. Diego, man.
Yes.
Well, I tell you what.
You now know that my legacy on radio is partially as a result of St. Diego. You know that.
Well, boy, I tell you, it's very amusing. Listen, hey, St. Diego, man, me rate St. Diego. Big up yourself.
St. Diego is my biggest legacy.
Oh, God.
It's not the debates that I bring to radio. It's not the call of the year.
Can you imagine?
It's not the ability to get other sporting topics discussed on radio that weren't discussed. It is the ability to get people to start paying attention to words. You remember when them used to be it words me come for talk, English me come for teach. None of these are my legacy. My legacy is getting people to say them name, Barry. And St. Diego contributed to me.
St. Diego has a big contribution.
So you now know that St. Diego is partially responsible for my legacy on radio.
Boy, me have to big up St. Diego.
Absolutely brilliant.
John, anyway, Orville.
Yes.
Haley Matthews make another century, man.
Let me tell you something. But you know, say Haley Matthews is dominance in cricket from last year till now.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably unmatched in the history of cricket with anybody at all. Both male and female in that short space of time.
The good thing about it is my namesake in Orville.
Haley Matthews get 8 man of the match. Well, you can't say man of the match. I hearing something.
No, I'm hearing a little music in the background.
Man. That's
background.
Haley Matthews get 8 Player of the Match awards in a row last year. That them have to give her the T20 Player of the Year across both sexes last year.
May I tell you?
This year, in our first international series against Pakistan, 140 had followed by another what?
140 again.
140 again. And she had take wicket on top of
exactly
her dominance over the
in
T20 form.
About 2 wickets.
This woman here, not bad. This woman here is Bradmanesque at the moment.
Man,
I remember she bowl as well.
What a fanta, and then it helps our captain there because she makes some runs.
And
too.
Stephanie, yeah, she made 40.
Stephanie she makes some runs, you know.
Nobody has ever gotten 8 player of the match awards in
Male or female, you know.
in any kind of cricket anywhere in the history of the world. This woman has done that.
This thing should be documented, man.
And then come the few months after she get that, 2 centuries in 3 games. Granted, Pakistan at the strongest side, but 140
no,
and
but
140.
it's not a bad side either.
Yeah.
But Orville,
what this girl is, I say girl, what this woman is doing is not now.
Phenomenal, man. But Orville,
Yeah.
Brandon Kim must count himself as assault in the video, you know. Cause everybody got, I mean, they have 15 players now going to Nepal to see if they can choose to make up the first 15 for the World Cup, they say.
Yeah.
And Brandon Kim just managed to get himself injured just at the time when he should have go with the team.
Maybe Brandon is part of the 13 where
that is already there.
Where Sammy think already in the squad already.
Oh, well, let's hope so. Yeah. Let's hope so, because that would be sad for him.
Personally, me think, well, me never know. But if I had to guess.
No, with the West Indies, you never know, you know, man. That is the thing, you know, Orville.
Yeah.
The West Indies is a nation, or whatever you want to call it, that you never know what is going on in their mind.
Yeah.
So not because Brandon King, we might be saying that we would like to have him in the 2020. These guys might leave him out, you know.
Well, let's see.
But we hope not, you know.
We hope not. Personally, me want him in the future.
Yeah, because he will bring some stability in the middle, man, or even up at the top. Anywhere you put him in back, you know.
Yeah.
Brandon K.
Yeah, agreed.
So, Orville, I don't know. St. Diego left me speechless here, man.
No, man, no St. Diego, no Orville, you know. No Orville legacy. I have to thank you.
Oh, boy. Anyway, Orville, big up yourself, yeah, man.
Yes, man.
Yeah, man. Dickie Sampson, big up.
Yeah, man. Big up, Mama B.
Yeah, man.
So let me once again take the opportunity to big up St. Diego. Where would Orville be without this man? His legacy is due to the contribution of St. Diego. I thank you, sir. Rock up.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Mr. Anik guy.
Yeah, man, big up on yourself, man.
Yeah, man, big up.
How you do?
Why, I kind of feel a little bit better, but not pleased. I went to the game, yeah? And I really can't be too motivated, because what I have to say is, when I reached the locus, I realized that the ticketing area wasn't adequate. Only 2 persons were selling and a lot of persons were gathered there. And this was before 5 o'clock, you know, before the game started. So it wasn't a smooth sailing from there. And I went inside. And the vibe was right. But the size of the crowd that turned out, I think if they were to, I wouldn't say it, but if they were to say it, I think the size of the crowd, they underestimated the turnout that they would have gotten.
Yeah, that sound fairly reasonable.
Yeah, man, that's a good point, because I'm understanding that the Jordan stand wasn't to be open initially.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't to be open.
Yeah.
But if you look at it also, in terms of the layout.
Hold the line, my boss. Hold the line.
Okay.
Take a break. Hold on.
Get ready to score big with Just Bet and SportsMax this UEFA Champions League season. Bet $1,500 or more from March 1st to June 1st, 2024, online or in-store for your chance to win an all-expense-paid trip to the UEFA Champions League finals in London. Plus, weekly prizes like earpods and gaming vouchers, iPhone, Samsung Galaxy S23s, and so much more. Sign up today at supremegames.com and get in on the action. Just Bet. Your game, your passion. Conditions apply. Follow Just Bet JA on Facebook and Instagram for more details. Must be 18 years or older to play. Authorized under Section 58.3 of the Betting, Gaming and Lotteries Act.
And now we have Mr. Rohan McNally, manager of the Three Angels Pharmacy. Now, Mr. Mac, we've been hearing a lot of good things about Three Angels Pharmacy. What is it that makes the Three Angels Pharmacy so unique?
Well, you know, at Three Angels Pharmacy, we offer fast, friendly, and efficient customer service. We give back to our community. We offer counseling, blood pressure checks, cholesterol checks. We do photocopying, printing, faxes. And if we don't have it, we'll get it for you.
Thank you, Mr. Rohan McNally, manager of the Three Angels Pharmacy. For further information, call us at 625-5584 or 295-7469. Three Angels Pharmacy, located at shop number 7, Caledonia Plaza, 7B Caledonia Road, Mandeville.
The basketball finals are here, and this is your chance to go balling with us. Catch this chance to win an all-expense-paid trip to Game 3 and 4 of the basketball finals. Just spend Jamaican $45,000 or more on your Scotiabank MasterCard credit card, and you and a guest could be courtside at the finals with US $1,000 spending money. Promotion ends May 16, 2024. Draw date May 27, 2024. Authorized under Section 58.3 of the Betting, Gaming, and Lotteries Act, Jamaica.
Give a little something. US $1 JD 150 every time you receive a remittance from Lasco Money Transfer to sponsor a social project selected by the Jamaica Social Stock Exchange. Say, I want to donate $1 to the cashier. Donations accepted at these locations: 38.5 Red Hills Road, Kingston 10, 15 Chandos Place, Poppin Square, Kingston 10, and Shop 203 Bay West Shopping Center, 3 St. James Street, Montego Bay.
Mindset Conference 2024, the Gospel Edition, Monday to Wednesday, May 20 to 22, at the Jamaica Pegasus Hotel. Join us for dinner, workshops, panel discussions, praise and worship, and concert every night. Mindset Conference. For more info, mindsetconference.org. Get your tickets now.
Super Center, everything for your home and more.
Whether you are redecorating your home, looking for a gift idea, or simply feel for some retail therapy, Asden Super Center is the place to be. Regal Plaza, Kingston, and Linstead. We have it all, from linens and curtains to appliances and cookware, furniture, rugs, and wall decor. It's everything for your home and more.
Asden Super Center, we're gonna make you smile. Asden Super Center, it's a lifestyle.
It's now time for Sports in a Minute, sponsored by Edgechem, Western Sports, Megamart, Spectrum Insurance Brokers, D'Angelo Auto Spares and Accessories Limited, and Fosrich.
Aston Villa boss Unai Emery has extended his contract with the club until 2027. Villa were 16th in the Premier League, fighting relegation when the Spaniard took over from Steven Gerrard in November 2022. In a remarkable turnaround, Emery, now 52, guided Villa to 7th place and the Europa Conference League participation, the club's first participation in European football since 2010. This season they sit in 4th in the Premier League with the Champions League qualification in their sights. They are 6 points clear of Tottenham Forest, who have now 2 games in hand. And that's your Sports in a Minute.
Sports in a Minute was sponsored by Edgechem, changing lives 1 gallon at a time. Western Sports, the sports people. Megamart, best value by far. Spectrum Insurance Brokers, setting the industry standard. D'Angelo Auto Spares and Accessories Limited at 20 Balmoral Avenue, Kingston 10, and shop number 10, 1A Chapelton Road. Call 876-929-9146. And Fosrich.
Listen up, Jamaica. At Fosrich, everybody's getting a solar water heater. $20,000 deposit. 6 months to pay. What a deal. Fosrich Financing.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number 1 daytime sports calling show, the Sports Desk.
Yeah, Raka, we're back with you.
So as I was saying, based on the size of the crowd, Zidane, they should have had like some police officers stationed in each of the blocks down there. You understand? Even if they just blend in with the crowd, but just in case some issue arose, they would be able to address it readily, as opposed to having the police down at the front, and then when an issue arises, then it causes chaos before they reach up there. You understand what I'm saying?
It appears they didn't anticipate that the crowd would be this good.
No, if they
I remember it's the first leg as well, and it's a Monday, so they expected a decent crowd, but it was a really, really good crowd for some first leg game.
Let us speak the truth, Zidane. This is the biggest quarterfinal crowd that have ever assembled at Sabina since it has been played down there.
Yeah, that's true.
So if they said that they anticipated it based on the marketing that they did, incompetence would have raised its head if they never did certain things. You understand?
Yes.
So moving to the real part.
Sunday is the second legs, right? Just to clarification.
I'm not so sure. I don't feel like they confirmed that yet.
Oh. I understand that it could be so.
Well, I rolled up and I watched the first game. T-Valley versus Waterhouse. And Waterhouse was doing much better than I anticipated,
Yes.
much better. And I realized that Tivoli made a switch in the second half in terms of playing the ball shorter, and overloading the flanks to then play it to like the edge of the 6, and the runner from top of the 18 would then dart that run to try swing it across. And it was working. And then I saw where Waterhouse tried to counter it. But guess what happened now? Tivoli allowed for one of the Waterhouse defenders to have the ball because they realized that he's not managing the ball well. And as soon as the ball is passed to him, they press him. Leave that alone. More could be said because I never like how Jerome Wake handled part of it. His top striker, he played him out flank whole game. And even when he made some changes, I'm saying this man is prolific in front of goal. Put him inside and put somebody else out.
I see quite a number of balls were slipped inside that 18-yard box and fell to Tivoli players. They were wide open. And was he able to convert? Yeah. Yeah,
so that was an error. To my team now. When my team roll out, I had like goosebumps all over. And you know, when they say jungle is the whole place, lift up.
Yeah, man.
Lift up.
Yeah.
And
Arnett Garden is good for football, local football, the boss. Knockout stage.
Arnett Garden is great for football all over the world, bro.
Yeah.
Now, when I look at it and I saw what was happening, it's a case wherein the same thing I told you about last week, you know. It's the same approach from Waterhouse, from Portmore, wherein they are quite meticulous in certain things, and we were naive in the beginning of the game. Because they could have been up 2-0, you know. They could have been up 2-0. But as was the last game that was played, Portmore played the first half and it played the second half.
Yes.
I'm hoping that this time around we can play all the halves and come out with the victory, because it would be like a real heartbreak if we don't advance to the semi-final this time around. But what I realize is, and we must realize also, the coaching staff, when we push Portmore, once it reaches like 65 minutes, moving onward, their team get a little bit leggy and the quality coming off the bench is not as per the starting team. And this is where now we can bring in our playmaker, the number 10, Kelson, to slow down the game. Don't make the game be so chaotic, but be a little bit more meticulous in our passing, interchanges in and around the box.
You know what I'm wondering, Raka? For much of the game, Portmore had a lead.
Yeah.
Yes, we think them get leggy. Yes, the Arnett team had a lot of energy. Yes, I thought some of the Portmore players, including Alex Marshall, who I thought was the player of the first half for sure.
No two ways about it.
I'm wondering how much of what we saw in that second half, the kind of, Arnett taking over Portmore, looking more defensive, was because of that 1-0 lead. If Portmore was 1-0 down, would they look like that in that second half? I'm wondering if subconsciously and psychologically
they were protecting what they had.
were protecting that 1-0. So.
And I agree with that point, I agree with that point. But what is a fact is that when they have a central midfielder, he does a lot of work, Portmore.
Mm-hmm.
But whenever the game is stretched, when Portmore make that change from the bench, they don't have the quality in the flank, or when Alex Marshall gets tired, they don't have a close enough fit to stretch a team. And they don't have a breakneck pace center forward to like just run you off the park. You understand what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's a case now wherein I think we must slow down the game, be precise with our passing, because they're not going to counter us that easily in terms of pace.
Yeah.
And because what they love, Portmore love the dead ball. And they're very meticulous in how they move the ball to this team and try to overload a flank, set in the squares and try to finish. But I think in the circumstances, I am hoping that our coach makes the right analysis and put in the right people, and we work a little bit more meticulous, and hopefully Parker Blacks can take the chances a little bit earlier so that at least half-time we lead in 2-0 and we can party out the second half, and we know that God love Arnett Garden as well. We love Arnett Garden.
All right.
Big up on yourself.
Big up Raka.
Yeah.
Boy, say Arsenal, when them unsung,
mm-hmm.
them are the sweetest team watching the league. Maybe City and them.
Yeah, man.
But the man, my bums.
Yeah, man. Them knock some sweet ball this afternoon, man. You're right, Orville. They did.
I understand why no Arsenal fans.
Yeah, because remember when they were blowing away, and Chelsea hasn't been great this season.
Yeah,
but they have a lot of talent nonetheless, and we were blowing away some look at Bramble side of them. Say no, because that the Bramble side. Them Arsenal show say, listen, we can play like this against better opponent than those relegation threatened teams. Yeah,
all right.
Yeah, man.
Andre.
Yeah, good afternoon, gentlemen.
Where you say Andre from Upper Foreign there?
Yeah, man. As you use the word unsung, when Arsenal is unsung, it's quite good to see. But when Haley Matters is unsung, there's no better batter in the West Indies, male or female, that
to
is
look
better
at
to watch than Haley.
Me agree with that.
Literally.
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 Haley Matthews may be the most attractive female in all of sports.
Huh?
I think she's right up there with being the most attractive female sports personality in the world.
Not the eyes, sir.
Jesus, the girl pretty like, and the girl can bat.
No one can bat, man. When she's unsung, listen, when she's unsung, there's no better female in the world that you'd rather to see. But than
I mean, not about us how she look now. Me attack stroke.
Yeah, man, we know. Yeah. She really good, man.
No, man, she clean like whistle, man.
Yeah, man, she has some really clean shots, man. She can bat, you know.
Yeah, tell her,
and she has no really coming to her own. So, because she had issues in the early part of her career, and she has no, she was averaging in the early 20s. But now, her average has gone to 31, and now she has 6 ODI centuries, and she just got her 100th ODI wicket today.
Yeah.
So she's a fantastic.
By the way, Western is won the game by 80 runs. We sweep Pakistan 3.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So, scoring, 2 scores over 140.
Yeah.
But I do believe in that. If she had a bit more confidence in the middle order, I think that she played conservative for the most part, because she knows that if she gets out early,
Me no blame her.
the depth is not in the middle order.
No, man, me no blame her. If you saw, if you see how
You can't blame her.
the team
That is
bats
why
after she gets out, especially when Stephanie gets out, and maybe the girl named Shemin, not much, not that every true doing. It's a very top heavy batter, not every true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she's the only person who can really play who plays attacking shot. Because Stephanie Taylor is quite a good batter, but she's not really who's gonna tear the
no, she's not a ball beater.
apart.
She's an essential touch player, stroke player.
Right. Right. So Haley Matters is the only one who can really do that.
No, man, the girl, some people can lick with 2 balls. Chanel Henry can lick with 2 balls.
She's alone again, but she's not.
But you're talking about people who can combine proper cricketing with some liquid ball. Yeah, we're not about some who swipe and hook.
No.
Right.
So Haley is the only person who can do that. So credit to her. That with a scope that should go from strength to strength, and she likes to really understand her game. No, and she's still pretty young, because Haley's just 26,
You know, say boy, you know what I wish what's the name the Deandra did still in the team. Because Deandra and Stephanie are the same age,
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
Roughly, And if Stephanie could still be there, contributing in her own way, not the power she once was, but clearly one of the top players in the Caribbean still.
Yeah, and she still have a few more years.
Yeah. I don't know. Deandra's absence is now, kind of curious.
But, a lot of credit to Haley, though, And I think you mentioned earlier, I think Wisden rates her as the top T20 cricketer in the world, male or female, right now.
Yeah. I don't know that anybody else has ever dominated cricket, any kind of cricket, the way she has dominated from last year. 8 man of the match
in terms of over a short period.
In terms of a short period, man, between last year and up to now in this
year. Yeah. And
which other cricketer ever get 8 man of the match straight?
No other.
Let me not tell you, man.
That T20 series against Australia. Remember when she made 100 and she made a 90?
Yeah.
I think that's probably one of the most dominant series by any female cricketer,
In terms of wickets and runs.
Yeah, man, a lot of runs, Haley is really out of the top draw, right? So we just hope that we see some other young cricketers coming through, some young female cricketers. No, so you mentioned something about Brandon King. You can't be questioning Brandon King, man. Brandon King is the most productive batter we have,
No, man, me. I think they said they don't even know if they may pick him, but he would definitely not my 50.
Sure, man. It's sure that's the first pick apart from the captain. The Brandon King game must be there.
Okay.
Because even with Nicholas Puran, Brandon King has been more consistent than Nicholas Puran in the West Indies team.
There you go.
You understand?
Yeah.
So Brandon King must play, must open. So it's a matter of who is going to open with Brandon King.
Yes.
Yeah, I think probably more than likely they're going to use Johnson Charles. But I think the reason why Brandon King didn't make the trip to Nepal, I think he's suffering from a niggle.
Remember, I never played Jamaica last game.
That's right. So he's suffering from a niggle, so that's probably the reason why he wasn't on the trip to Nepal.
Yeah.
But it's going to be interesting because you know that the team is due to be picked this week because they have until the 1st of May to submit the names to the ICC.
Oh.
Yeah. You have your 15 ready?
Call me tomorrow. We can't talk about it.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah,
All right.
ready.
Big up Andre Douglas. Big up yourself.
All right.
All right. We'll take a break. Final break. We'll come back.
We may be all over the world, but we're still in this together. Feel, make it easy for you get your money. So if you're happy, get a thing from your brother or mommy. Hey, it's a not Insta, it's a MoneyGram. Zoom, Ria, check your phone, your money land. VMBS money transfer. CFA faster, easier. Sign up for VMBS direct to bank account transfer today. No matter step out, fit in the line. Straight in your account, money reach long time. VMBS money transfer.
Wine at your tongue, you know wine at your tongue. Drive smart, no ramp. Wine at your tongue. If a 87 you fi use, put the 87 in your tongue. Fi know which fuel you use. Vehicle manual fine. No car in a Jamaica make fi use 87. And a petrol refine. So use the octane for the car where you're driving. And let me tell you some more. If a 87 your vehicle use, you are rev up the savings for sure. Know your tank fuel right. Your pocket have a smile. Rev up the savings. Savings on every mile. Brought to you by Petrojam, serving Jamaica's energy needs.
Yabba's Ja Children album, written and produced by Tony Steins, CEO. Yabba music is available on all platforms: YouTube, Spotify, Amazon, iTunes, Apple, TikTok, Snapchat. Listen in on KLAS every Wednesday and Friday during the Sports Desk at 3 p.m. for the featured song from the Ja Children album. A must for your playlist.
Beneficiaries. The PATH payment cycle begins on April 18, 2024. If your surname begins with the letters A or B, you should collect on April 18th or 19th at your usual post office or payment agency. The full payment schedule for all other persons will be published in the Star on Friday, April 19th. For more information, call PATH at 876-922-8007 or visit the ministry's website at www.mlss.gov.jm. PATH, advancing your family, developing Jamaica. A message from the Ministry of Labor and Social Security.
Give a little something. US $1 JD 150 every time you receive a remittance from Lasco Money Transfer to sponsor a social project selected by the Jamaica Social Stock Exchange. Say, I want to donate $1 to the cashier. Donations accepted at these locations: 38.5 Red Hills Road, Kingston 10, 15 Chandos Place, Poppin Square, Kingston 10, and Shop 203 Bayway Shopping Center, 3 St. James Street, Montego Bay.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
All right, welcome back. We go to Pilot from Montego Bay.
Good afternoon, guys.
Good afternoon. How are you doing, Pilot?
Not bad at all.
That's a nickname, or you really fly?
We really fly, man.
Okay, wonderful.
I call you sometimes.
Yeah.
Two quick things. First of all, why is it that when states decide to loan out the Headley Cup, the rural sides cannot manage the urban side to win the Spalding Cup? I always notice it.
Yeah.
If state, because based on the score that I hear, that Manchester is in trouble. Although it hasn't been over yet, but Manchester is in trouble.
Hold on, the last time Excelsior won the Spalding Cup, was it Manchester they defeated as well, right? I think so, you know.
I don't know. Anytime states lay it out, anytime it's decide to loan out the cup.
You may have a point, you know, because I think the last time Excelsior won is Manchester they beat them.
Yeah. And you know, I'm a state pass student, so I like. But I just a question though. I don't know if you know, and I believe that the states course, the original course, Legister is not with states anymore.
No man, him leave. I think it's a
Leave.
Kong the coach.
Oh boy, I hope it's a coach that will carry on the legacy, you know, because we can't afford, you know, this is something that states own, so they need to continue because I just lend it out. It's an issue.
Is Lenny lend it out?
Yeah, well, you know that. You know that.
No, I
You know
don't.
that is all. You know that, man. The states don't lend it out sometimes.
No, well, I do. I understand what you're trying to say. But Manchester have a good program now. Manchester have a good coach as well. So
Yeah, but they have to come into the urban area and win this Falling Cup.
yeah, that's true.
But it's not over yet. Eh?
Yeah.
The next thing I hear is Zidane singing scoreboard pressure. I want to advise Zidane. Let me tell you this: if it's City, you're thinking he's gonna struggle with scoreboard pressure. You forget that. You have to think about maybe Liverpool, but not Man City.
That's it.
Scoreboard pressure won't affect them. What you can think about is that you only have 4 games to play now. That's Arsenal. City still have 6. So the probability.
That's a nice point, you know. So if City drop some points, if City drop points in any of the next 2 games, you really think that Arsenal is good enough to see them off in 4 games? So really, no, that's a good point. You know?
Yeah, man. So because they have only 4 games left, so the probability of City dropping points and making an error would be a greater.
Yeah, since they have greater games.
Right. And the next thing now, Arsenal has 2 home games and 2 away games. City has 4 away games out of the 6. And they'll have to play that 6 games in the same time frame that Arsenal has the 4. And Arsenal
so the congestion might hurt them as well in terms of the fixtures.
So and the extra point, I remember Arsenal has the extra point with the goal difference.
Well, that sounds so good in the Cardi program.
So
you're making some good points.
If Zidane wants to feel comfortable, don't think about scoreboard pressure. That will not affect City any at all. They will not look.
In fact, I get the feeling that City plays better when they're under more pressure.
Right. So they will now even step up their game because they realize now so they have to win their next 2 games to be back on top.
Yeah.
So they will be stepping up and looking at that. But
which don't mean that they won't lose, you know. But I don't think it's the pressure of the occasion. It's Brighton and Orville benefit us come play one hell of a ball.
Yeah, it's not that
but City is not they're not as good as last year. So it's a possibility.
Yeah, man. I made that point. I've been making that point all season.
But scoreboard pressure will affect them. I can tell you that. They just shut out and play the game.
You mentioned that they have 4 away games. They're not really daunting either. You know, they have Brighton, as we mentioned, on Thursday. Then on Sunday, they play Nottingham Forest. So
you want to hear the score? You want to hear the latest?
What, 6 now?
35-6.
Oh, 35 is that's the Sparling Cup.
Sparling Cup.
Yeah, man. So you see, anytime we loan it out, man, that's what happened. But as I think I think Arsenal has a good chance. And we see how it goes. But City winning their 6 match is not impossible. But if Arsenal get past their next game in Tottenham, I think they will be in a very good position.
All right.
Because they go to Tottenham, and that's not going to be an easy game.
All right.
Yeah.
All right,
pilot. And you say you're a real pilot, not just a man with them call pilot.
Yeah, man. I'm a real pilot.
All right. Big up yourself. We're glad that you're listening to this wonderful program.
Yeah, man.
All right, we squeeze in one more.
Yeah, man, we can squeeze in. It's on 5 minutes.
Oh, this is K-Sean.
All right, we squeeze in one more.
Yeah, man, turn off your radio, K-Sean, man. Turn it down.
Come on, K-Sean, man.
K-Sean. Still have it on, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, K-Sean, man. Come on, you don't know better, man.
No, man, you don't know look at delay, but put on the phone and I go on listen to the radio. First thing, I don't know feedback, you know. Boy, when Dwight and Diego call, I don't know, I just feel away when the phone, the show just feel away to me. But anyway,
you mean the man who is partially responsible for my legacy?
Hold on. Before me, Orville. I listen, Orville and Zidane. I listen to the program a long time before me I call. The time when Diego, the first time St. Diego called on the line, remember? Years ago, and you've been, people are calling and I give them name. Because you do, that's something at the end of the year where
when you get to come in at the studio and rare when you win. The people them vote, call of the year. So you did do all that before. So when people call in, it was a normal thing. So I don't know why St. Jago said him
responsible for my legacy.
Him responsible for that. That boy. He want to be a part of the legacy. But next thing, I'm just say to Zidane quick. One of our side problem, you know. You see, I go relate to the basketball. When Carmela used to play for Knicks and Carmela get the ball, no matter how it a pass, when Carmela get it, the ball stuck. The more movement. That's what I don't like with soccer. When the ball bounce and soccer get the ball have to stuck on him foot. He might look, say, try to score or keep the ball between 3 defender and the goal. That's the one of our biggest goal up. But from me move the ball, I don't have a problem with that. But anyway, the basketball.
Yes.
I'm going to make a point. Say, LeBron is have to shoot the shot there. Enough people say it. I'm going to say, whether or not Ray, yeah, him shoot it because he's free. But LeBron is not that killer of a shooter to take that shot. And the baskets that were made.
He's not that killer of a shooter. I don't understand.
And it's a pass first, man. Should have passed the ball, Mobile.
No, I mean it's not a pass first, man. Because I'm a leader the league in all-time scoring. But what I mean is, if you had a choice between LeBron shooting a 3, D'Angelo Russell shooting a 3, who else we can put on that side there?
Yeah, D.
You're really comparing. You look at the D'Angelo's record in the playoffs as a shooter, my boss.
No, I'm not talking about record yet.
But in fairness to LeBron, though, this year is his best 3-point shooting year in his career.
And in that game, he was shooting the 3 pretty well.
And that game, he was doing well. He just knocked down 2 threes a couple of minutes before that. So
yeah, he scored a 3 for end the run. And then another 3 after that.
There you go.
Yes, and those were much more difficult than that one.
There you go. He at that point he had what the commentators would call the hot hand right there. So me not kill him. But as a pass first man, me don't know why him think him did instinctively.
He never need to pass it neither, you know.
He should have stand there and wait for the shot clock.
You see, if you're not going to use the clock, the car by right, you use the clock, regardless of what. Because you see when the screen come, if you realize that the couple plays them down.
Well, if you wanted a higher percentage shot, me now go knock you, you know. Not a bad point. He could have driven to the basket.
Driven.
Yeah.
You see me? Apart from not shooting it then.
And as the defender come, him could have tried for the floater, which I've seen him make quite often.
They would have fouled him because he get the space to launch. And when LeBron get the runway, you can't stop him, you have to foul him. Most people foul him, right? So from a defender is out of the way or miss up, him could just drive, and if a man collapse, him pass the ball.
It's hard to shoot the ball that well this season from 3, the one been doing it so well in that game.
And the thing is, even if him drive, though, you know, the best, him could get the and ones.
Yeah, the lane was congested.
He would get the and one because the rest of them work with him.
No, you're depending on the ref now to you're not sure if the ref would make
that. No, if the ref will make that one.
And that is one of the things why people are reluctant to drive late in the ref. Not necessarily have to give you the call, you know, Keshan.
LeBron though.
No man, you have to be that in mind.
No, man, and even if he got that 2-pointer at that point, he could still lose with a 3-point the other way.
Yeah.
But it would be, but guess what? It would be easier to mark a 3 than mark a 2. Because if I'm up 2, no matter how much somebody inside, you know, I make sure I mark you out at the 3, you know. So the probability of winning by shooting a 3 would be less, but going into overtime would be a greater.
Let me tell you something, brother. One of the reasons why sports is such a fascinating, I tell people all the while, you know, we watch sports because of the unpredictability.
Yes.
Yeah. That is it.
Me watch movie, you know how a movie I got done.
After 20 minutes, you know, so that movie I got
you know a star not dead.
Yes.
You read books and you know the good guys are gonna survive till they done.
Yes.
In sports, good guys lose.
Yes, indeed.
And that is why sports for me is one of the greatest form of human.
Indeed. No 2 ways about it.
Yeah, it's unpredictable.
Yeah.
So, last 2 things before I go in.
No, the program done at 4 o'clock, my boy.
All right, last thing before I go in. You see how that Anthony Edwards with the son. I say, yo, Anthony Edwards.
Yeah.
I know everybody jump on the bandwagon, the whole sport.
He was brilliant. Oh, you mentioned it. I always brilliant. He was in the first game.
They playing tonight.
What time tonight? I think it's the first game, 6 o'clock.
No, that is not a good time. But we have to leave it as occasion. Call us back tomorrow.
Yeah, man. Tomorrow again. Best of luck to that. Best of
Yeah, man. Before we put the cap on things.
Best of KLS.
Yeah, man. I must say, in closing, what we learned today, Orville's legacy would not exist were it not for St. Diego. So any shrine that is built as a monument to Orville's contribution to sport must include the contribution of St. Diego. It would be a grave injustice if that's not the case. Thank you, St. Diego. Deepest thanks and appreciation.
All right, wonderful. Big up to all the people who took the time to listen to us today. We appreciate it and love it, and keep spreading the word to their friends about this wonderful sports program. Big up the callers, all of them. Big up Oster Hoyt, who was in the technical chair. Marianne did our producer's work as well, as usual. Join us tomorrow, same place, same time, but it's all over again. Until then, have yourselves a fantastic evening.
That's the Sports Desk for today. Remember to tune in and participate on the Sports Desk Mondays through to Fridays 1 to 4 p.m.